Sanbonani Dumelang Absheni. Hello. Grand and peaceful rising Vooka Nation. It's yet another energetic start to your day right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Of course, I am your host with the most, starting your morning today. And my name is Tisiga Mazibugo Shabalala, your prime cut creative and positivity dose of the day. Umamshengu omuhle, indlovukazi yakwantu ngithi bayede kunina, listening and watching at home. Of course, it's another spiritual alignment Thursday, throwback Thursday, man. I know that you guys are ready to gear up for the weekend. Of course, man, here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we give you everything that you need, starting with what we do, giving you the picture of the day. And today's picture of the day is the Vooka Extreme Park. So the Vooka Extreme Park is a green escape in Roodepoort. Welcome to the a vibrant outdoor space in Roodepoort, Gauteng. Once an empty plot, it's now 1.2 hectares of fun, featuring play areas, picnic spots, a mini soccer field, and scenic walking trails. It is perfect for family outings, filming, and corporate events. This park offers a much-needed green retreat in the heart of urban development. Swings, roundabouts, and open fields bring energy to every visit. While it's a go-to spot for outdoor fun, recent reviews highlight some maintenance concern. So hopefully improvements are on the way. Next time you're in the area, why not check it out? And of course, let us know here on the Vooka Breakfast Show using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and hashtag picture of the day. Where are you escaping today? Because of course, we have to reflect, pause, and of course, gear up for the weekend. But before you go anywhere, check this out.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Topical Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Topical Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Let us get you updated with what's happening in and around Mzansi with your latest news update. So, on the news this morning, severe weather causes power outages in the Eastern Cape. Severe weather, including strong winds, rain, and heavy snow, have caused power outages in parts of the Eastern Cape, affecting Umtata, Iqumbu, Tsolo, Elliotdale, and Butterworth. So, Eskom spokesperson Zama Mbondwana has reported that full restoration will take several days. And now in your next news update on the Vooka News is 700,000 drivers still waiting for their license cards. So South Africa faces a growing driver's license backlog after the only printing machine broke in February. Although repaired in May, over 700,000 drivers are still waiting for their licenses. The machine can print up to 19,000 cards daily, but new applications keep coming in, extending the delay. If it runs at full capacity without issues, clearing the backlog, it could take around 70 days. And now in your last news update, the producers act swiftly to contain FMD outbreak. So the red meat industry is on high alert due to a foot and mouth disease outbreak in KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga, and Gauteng. Red Meat Industry Services has set up an operations center to coordinate a full-scale response. Karen Beef recently detected the disease at the Heidelberg facility, but CEO DeVault Olivier, reports that the spread is slowing. So vaccinations have begun, and efforts in Vosloorus are also showing progress. So the industry is awaiting more vaccines from Botswana to ramp up inoculation and contain the outbreak effectively. That's all from me for your news. And now we are going into your traffic news for the morning. If you are on the roads, keep safe and listen to this. A serious collision has occurred on the N1 northbound after Beyers Naudé Drive. A truck carrying an abnormal load lost control, drove over a car, and crashed into another vehicle. And in your other traffic news, a multi-vehicle crash occurred on the N4 westbound after Watermeyer Street. So emergency services are on the scene and the emergency lane is currently closed. And a stationary vehicle is on the N1 southbound at the ramp from the Botha Avenue. The emergency lane is closed and the motorists should exercise caution when approaching this area. And another stationary vehicle has been reported to be on the N4 eastbound after the Simon Vermoeten Road. The emergency lane is affected and motorists should exercise caution when passing the scene. So that's all from me for your traffic. If you happen to be on the road, do make sure to share your traffic update using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and hashtag Vooka Traffic, or send your voice notes to us using the number 060-493-3226. And now, of course, if you're outside, out and about, getting your day started, here is the weather update.
Everybody has a nice morning this morning, man. It's cold, but hey, man, let's wake up and get to it. Wake up and get to the bread. The earliest bird gets the fattest worm, bro. You know how it is. I'm not alone, as you know. I'll never be alone, man. This is the Vooka Breakfast Network. I am here with TC Kwamazibuko.
Of course, man. Steven.
Yeah, man.
Nothing is ever even.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know.
Man, it's a wonderful Thursday, don't you think? How are you?
Hey, man. It's a wonderful Thursday. I'm well, man. I'm well. I'm energetic. I woke up very, very happy. So yeah, man.
You happy?
I am happy. I am happy. I mean,
okay, what's making you happy today?
I don't know, man. It's just life, man. You know, and the ambience in the house. I woke up to nice music, like jazz music. I was like, cool. The granny's up now. So yeah, man. It's just nice, man. It's just nice, man. So it's a Thursday, man. It's a Thursday, spiritual alignment Thursday.
Right. I love today's topic. You know, healing the masculine. Quite an important topic. You know, based on what's been happening in South Africa lately. And you know, it would be nice, obviously, to hear what our guest Ugogo Mkhulu Mafela Nyoga will have to say on the topic. Look at you right there, hey. But yeah, like I'm interested to know,
for real, man. I'm interested
how
to know
that conversation is gonna go, and I hope obviously the Vooka Nation is ready with their questions and obviously with their open minds, because you know, here on the Vooka Breakfast Show we do encourage an open and free mind.
Yeah, man, we do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't encourage open minds, man, what's the point of living, man?
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So yeah, we absolutely do encourage open minds. So as TC has said, our guest for today is Mkhulu Mafela
Nyoga.
Yeah, man. Mkhulu Mafela Nyoga.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So she's a traditional healer and spiritual how can I say now?
So she's a spiritual guide.
Spiritual guide, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, spiritual guide. Yeah, man. So hey, bruh, it's a heavy one, man. It's a heavy one.
Yeah, but I mean, what's also kind of heavy is with the news this morning.
Yeah.
You know, when we were talking about the severe weather,
Bruh,
I mean, on Monday we felt some of that severe cold, that's happening in and around Mzansi, but like, you know, the Eastern Cape and other parts of Mzansi are really having it bad. Like,
it's not even Mzansi only, bro. Yesterday I saw a video on TikTok in Lesotho. Hey, the snow was very, very thick, eh? It was thick snow, man. It's just been cold, man. It's just been cold a couple of days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then another one that's worrying me that we touched on today was, you know, that red meat industry, you know, being on high alert due to a foot and mouth disease outbreak.
How does that even occur, man? How does that even happen? Like,
I wonder. I mean, I'd like to know, like, what exactly transpired, or how it actually got to break out here in Mzansi. But it reminds me of that time, you know, we had that listeriosis, and then we had bird flu, remember? When all the chickens and everything, you know, the poultry industry was having it. So now our red meat comes into question. And I mean, I've been, you know, obviously, our food has been in question for a while now.
It's been in question for the longest of time. So let me just update the Vooka Nation, the Vooka soldiers there at home, man. Yeah, Vooka soldiers.
We're playing around with this concept. We'll get it right.
Man.
We'll get it right.
We will. I mean, but Vooka soldiers sounds so nice, man.
It sounds dope.
Yeah, man. Producers act swiftly to contain FMD outbreak. The meat industry is on high alert due to foot and mouth disease outbreak in KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga, and Gauteng. Red Meat Industries Service has set up an operation center to coordinate a full-scale response. Karen Beef recently detected the disease at its Heidelberg facility, but CEO Devald Olivier reports that the spread is slowing. Vaccination has begun, and efforts in Vosloorus also showing progress. The industry is awaiting more vaccines from Botswana to ramp up inoculation and contain the outbreak effectively. So, man, it's crazy, man. Now we're making more vaccines. Aye, man, I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the vaccines. I'm tired of everything. I mean, there's also a new variant outbreak. So
oh yes, I'm seeing that.
What's
like since
on,
it's
bruh?
cold,
What
and
is going on?
You know,
man.
the flu people are getting seems to be getting stronger. But I mean, yeah, man, I don't know what's really happening health wise when it comes to what's going on in South Africa. But now, you know, it's quite concerning with now this happening with the foot and mouth disease spreading. Apparently, the first ones were recorded in April already.
Bro.
Yeah, so it was recorded, the first outbreak, first cases were recorded in April. But then obviously, since now they're seeing more of these cases coming up, now it's becoming a growing concern.
You know, I just hope this is the last of these outbreaks and everything we're having. But anyway, man, let's get on with it. Man. So, yeah, man, you know your history, yeah? Do you know your history?
I know my history.
Yeah,
I
do you
don't
know your
know,
history?
Stephen. Give me my history lesson.
Let me give you a history lesson. So yesterday we had no lectures. I'm joking. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. Yeah, man. Today in history, 1990, Mariah Carey debut album was released. So Mariah Carey releases a debut album in 1990.
Today.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
yes,
no, but
ma'am.
these days she only thaws closer to Christmas because she's always just, you know, doing Mariah Carey's Christmas. She's always, you know, doing carols and stuff. She's no longer like doing music like back in the day, man.
Yeah, I mean, eras, man, different eras.
Yeah,
man.
true,
Yeah.
true.
Mariah Carey's debut album, released on June 12, 1990, established her as a vocal powerhouse with a 5-octave range and signature whistle register. It topped the Billboard 200 for 11 weeks, earning multiple platinum certifications featuring hits like Version of Love and The Love That Takes Time. The album blended pop and R&B, shaping her early career and cementing her influence in music. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, eh? Like, imagine being on Billboard 200 for 11 weeks straight. Yo,
but I mean, yeah, man. Some of these artists are doing great work, and yeah, Mariah Carey is one of
Mariah Carey. Yeah, man. I mean, that's wild. That's wild. That's iconic. She's an icon, man. Yeah.
Do I know how old she is? No.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Like, guess how old she is. Guess.
Mariah should be in her early 40s, eh?
Baba, how long? For how long?
Early.
Do you know how long this woman has been alive?
Oh, Mariah should be, no, maybe 50, 55, 54.
You close.
You said early 40s.
Yeah.
And then you come back.
I'm changing.
Huge 15-year gap.
Because when I said early 40s, it sounded like, man, I'm making her young, very, very young.
Good. Cannon thinks she's good, so.
Who? Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon, yeah.
I mean, you know, plastic surgery. I'm joking.
No, you can't do that to the queen.
She is 56 years old.
56.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she been out here. That's what I'm saying. Like, I grew up listening to Mariah. My peeps, my brothers who are way older than me know Mariah. Like, so she's been.
Well, let me be honest. I didn't listen to Mariah, but I knew Mariah through Nick Cannon, so I was like, cool. So it's been a while, man. It's been a while.
The 2Ks, Vele, they only know her through Nick Cannon.
Hey, guys, stop calling me a 2K.
But who do you know? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
But who do you know that can hit 5 octaves? A singer in today's day and age.
Isn't it Beyonce?
5.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I'm stretching it.
They can sing low and they can go as high as a whistle.
Because, Mariah Carey does hit that high note.
But there's really good Adele. No. Okay, no.
Reese can hit 5 octaves.
No one, bro.
No one.
No
Adele,
one.
maybe.
No one.
I don't know.
I mean that.
Yo, but no, Mariah's voice, guys, is one.
Yeah, she has
like
she's
she's
a golden
got
voice. Man, a golden voice.
I used to like want to sound like her
Bro.
when I sing. 'Cause
Can you sing?
Singing was a thing for me before things happened.
That's part of the reason why I wish Mariah did the soundtracks for Transformers, man, the movie.
I imagine Mariah and Transformers. The
I
couples
mean,
are not communicating.
Yeah, bro, they would.
No,
would.
how,
Trust,
Sway?
they would, Sway. Trust. I know the answers. Yeah, man. So, in 2007, Transformers, directed by Michael Bay and starring Shia LaBeouf.
It's Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, okay. Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
Thank you for that one. Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox premieres in Sydney. The world premiere of Transformers took place on June 12, 2007 at Hearts Entertainment Quarter in Sydney, Australia. Directed by Michael Bay.
Oh.
The film starred Shia LaBeouf, themed carpet, Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox, Rachel Taylor, among others. The event features a camouflage theme carpet reflecting the film's military and action-packed themes, man. Transformers was a box office success, grossing 700 million. What? 709.
Are you having a moment there?
Worldwide.
Yeah,
there we go.
He's having our past president moment.
Hey man.
You're having moments like our past president, my friend, on a Thursday.
I don't know, man. I need water. I don't feel
coffee.
okay, man. I think the MMS is getting
Are you
up
awake?
to me.
Are you
the
awake?
MMS is getting to me. But I will not allow it, man. I will not allow it. So yeah, man, grossing 709.7 million worldwide. Dollars, bro. Sounds
about right.
Yeah. That's yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah.
$709.7 million. Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, it's right now.
Guys, come on. I know my numbers,
It's
man.
fine. Don't doubt yourself just because, we're giving you the value. It's
Yeah,
fine.
man.
You need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to watch Transformers in cinema, man. I miss the old stir clinical. How when movies, going to the movies. I remember we had somebody when Musi and I did movie reviews last week. We had Spin City come and say, what? No,
when we went out,
No, and they were like, it takes me back to, the old movie days when movie dates were a thing. Movie dates were a thing, man. I mean, you'd go for movies at the cinema, meet up with your friends at the cinema on a Thursday night sometimes. Cresta Mall. I mean, I went to Northcliffe High, so
yeah, Cresta.
So sometimes, we'd be during the week, Cresta Mall, Thursdays. Your boyfriend takes you on a date.
I never had that experience, man. I never had that that whole experience you just described. I don't know how that feels.
You've never taken a girl to the movies.
No, we Netflix and chill.
Yeah, you see, that's the problem.
We Netflix and chill. I mean,
in your houses.
give me that spray, please. Yeah, man.
Falling on the floor here.
So I'm born 2 years before 2000. You get me? So if you're smart enough, if you're smart, you know what
for
year
me,
that is.
you might as well be a 2K.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I am kind of.
Exactly.
Technically.
Never taken a girl out on a
Date
No,
to
no,
a movies.
not movie dates. Yeah, I've done it. I've done ice skating. I've done everything else except for movie dates, bro.
Ice skating. Where did you ice skate?
North.
Northway.
No,
Northgate.
That's fine. What's
Yeah.
the reason for not going to the movies?
So I've got Netflix. We have HBO at home. Everything is just here. So going there
And there's
is
food in my house.
and also early 2000s.
Have you seen a match? Whether it's soccer, rugby, cricket.
I've seen yes.
Why
I've
did you
seen.
go to the stadium? Because you could have just watched it at home.
So I was forced. I was forced to go to the stadium to go watch soccer, and I don't enjoy soccer, to be honest.
Okay, let's say what do you enjoy? Like, okay, content, music. Yes, I know you love music. So imagine, because I know the BET Awards get filmed, right?
Yeah.
And they recently happened. So would you rather watch them on your screen or be at the awards?
Of course, I'd rather be at the awards.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Here's the catch, though.
You've got HBO.
Yeah, you've got
No.
HBO, bro.
Here's the catch,
And they
though.
filmed it.
Here's the catch, though. Right? So the reason why I've never taken a girl out to movie dates or anything. Because back then, in the early 2000s, right? Okay, you guys were doing that,
Who's you guys?
enjoying your lives, you know. Okay, the Vooka Nation knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, people are outside, you know, being active. I was still, you know, a kid and everything. But the other reason why I didn't have like to go to the cinemas and anything like that. So in my street, now we were one of the first households to have like a huge TV screen with a DVD. If you know what a DVD is,
Yeah,
please.
Batung.
There's people that don't know, eh?
Oh, Steve.
There's people that don't know, bro.
Steve, you own DVD.
Man, DVD, bro.
DVD,
DVD, bro. Yeah, man. Blu-ray DVD to be exact.
Okay, Blu-ray, I'll give that to you.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
man.
give that one.
So
Yeah, because that was around the Transformers era, right?
Yeah.
Where you'd get a disc in Blu-ray.
yeah, man. And it was. Say that again, we don't hear.
Mouth steam the CD when it had scratches.
Hey man, we had hacks. Besides the mouth steaming, would take the I don't know how to say this word now, eh? But would take a disc, right? Okay. Let's
A
leave
condom.
It. Let's leave
you
it.
mean?
Let's leave it.
You can literally say the word condom, Steve.
It
It's fine.
It doesn't sound okay, man.
It's
Condoms.
fine. Condom
Okay, but
is okay. It's not a dirty word.
Would take condoms and then rub it on
It
the
gets
on the
dirty when
CD.
you don't use it, though. So
So the CD played nicely with lubrication.
Um,
So it played nicely with lubrication.
yeah, it did. It did. Yes, I'm not gonna deny that one. It did.
Okay, so it's a big TV.
Yeah, man.
So there was no need for a cinema.
No need for cinema. I mean, I have a huge TV in front of me. We are kids. There's also my parents would buy what's this the big you see what go slows?
yeah.
That snack, but
Yeah.
we'd have like the big ones.
Oh, those like
Yeah,
yo, and
the
then you
gigantic
just
ones, and then you just
scoop.
or scoop. It's either you scoop or bowl up, you know.
wow.
Yeah, and then that's why Vooka Nation, I never had time to go to cinemas or anything for cinema dates or anything like that. But maybe I should try it.
But I mean, you know, speaking of cinemas, just recently, Ster-Kinekor closed down 4 of their cinemas.
Oh come on, you see now.
Right? But if you were to ask in terms of market share, they own over 50% of cinemas in country. And right here in the East Gate, in the East Gate, they also have an IMAX experience.
Oh, okay.
So the first time I got to see IMAX was in Pretoria at Menlyn Mall.
Mm.
Right? So basically that whole screen wraps around you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what kind of TV you have, Steve, but you will never get that experience.
It's
where-
an
So
experience.
does it feel
guys.
like you're in the movie?
Well, I mean, you have to be immersed. It does immerse you.
Mm.
Absolutely does. So there was an interview with the CEO of Ster-Kinekor that, you know, they are growing strong and they feel like cinema is coming back because apparently they thought that VHS, well, you wouldn't know, right?
I do know VHS tapes. My grandfather used them. Yeah,
Right.
but
They thought VHS would kill the cinema. What happened? It didn't.
it didn't.
It
They
didn't.
thought DVDs
Was
would
gonna
the
kill cinema, yeah,
It
but it didn't.
They thought streaming would kill it. Well, it
Nah,
weakened
it's
it a bit.
still early. It's still way too
Streaming
early.
weakened it a bit, but cinema is still there.
Yeah, cinema ain't dead, man. It's still quite amazing, especially now with, you know, when you can go for the
Honestly-
in Hyde Park. There's the one you can go for is it 4D?
Yeah, 4D. Yeah, 4D. Bro,
the seats
imagine-
move. I
dog.
remember a friend took me out there, and man, like he loves movies.
Bro.
So yeah, and then he's like, yes, a friend, yes.
Yeah, he loves movies.
What?
What's going on, TC? What's going on, TC? TC.
What? It's
do you
a
have
friend.
do you have tea? You want to spill some tea for
No,
us?
ain't
huh?
no tea, man.
Do you want to spill
guys
some
like
tea
to
for
stir
us,
up
huh?
things. There's nothing here. Like, there's nothing here.
Yeah, man, it's
The
okay, it's
4D,
okay.
Right? Just a quick one. If you go to Gold Reef City,
Yeah. Oh
you
yes.
can also experience a 4D.
They still do have, no?
Yeah.
So I still have a chance. I still have a chance.
Yes, Steven, take that girl out, man. Take that girl out
Bro.
for a date.
You were saying about your friend?
No, never mind.
No, I think the Vooka Nation is well. Like they want to know,
Steve,
man. They
don't
want to
like
know.
things,
They
don't
want to
like
know.
things. Well,
alright.
something that I would like them to know,
Yeah.
an interesting film fact around here in Soweto. So in 1977, just a year after the Soweto uprising, to cinema hosted a powerful local gathering in support of the World Federation of the Teaching Profession, drawing educators and thought leaders. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's something called the AA2 Cinema, and now it's called the AA2 Heritage Hall, right here in Soweto.
Yeah, in Mfulo.
Yeah, and they followed us a couple of days ago.
So
There's the heritage site and then there's the mall. And then
Yes.
for people in Meadowlands, they used to watch movies at a place called Lily. There's a place in Meadowlands called Lily. That was like the Fire, basically movie theater that we had.
okay.
But
So it was like a young
unfortunately
A2.
Yeah, so like unfortunately right now
okay.
the owner's kids kind of let it depleted, so you have like squatters over there.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's in Meadowlands, right?
that's wild. That's wild.
No, I'm talking.
That's really
about
wild.
In Meadowlands, we also had the same thing.
So are you sure? Are you sure you guys didn't have a bioscope? Yeah.
AA2 Cinema.
I am not disregarding that.
So-
I'm hearing what she's saying.
Okay, so
But
listen
what
to
I'm
this,
saying is
right?
that in Meadowlands, we also had a cinema theater. It was called Lily. So people used to go and watch
Bioscope. I mean, that's what it's called. Bioscope. Bioscope. Yeah, my mom also would like the concept of movies. She was like,
Bioscope.
bioscope. Yeah, like.
Bioscope.
uh,
It's a movie, bruh. Hey guys, hey, there's a lot happening in the background.
a
Eh?
lot, hey.
Yeah, man. In A2, yeah.
Used to be
It used to be like a big ass cinema.
cinema, right?
Yeah.
But now they've converted it into a mall,
Mm.
and they still kept part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the cultural and the history.
Yes, definitely.
But right now it's a mall.
Mm.
But it used to be a cinema.
Yeah. And yeah,
That's-
in 1997, just after
And it's
the
hey,
Soweto
bruh,
uprising.
it's really it's
I'm
really a
sorry,
nice mall, man.
1977, not 1997.
Yeah.
It's 1977.
Yeah, man. So man, as a 2000, I hope, bruh, do you know this movie called The X-Men?
How? Really?
How? Name 5 characters
Really?
from The
Like,
X-Men.
really?
Please name 5 characters.
Raven,
Okay.
Doctor, Professor X.
Okay.
Like really?
Okay,
Wolverine?
cool. Okay, cool.
I
cool.
mean,
Cool,
sir,
man.
come
cool.
on. Come on.
So, man, in the early 2000s, right? X-Men is the first, like, X-Men is firstly dropped in the early 2000s, right? The
nice.
first ever X-Men, like the first ever where Wolverine was actually
Nice,
with the
yes,
bones,
yes.
not the metal. Remember the bony
yeah.
Wolverine?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then he
yeah.
gets the metal. Yeah, man. So X-Men in early 2000, directed by Bryan Singer, introduced Marvel's mutant universe to the big screen, bruh, featuring Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is
Yes.
X-Men.
The Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine, X-Men. A lot of people
Yeah.
know him as X-Men.
Yeah.
I laugh when people say that, man. Yeah, man. Hugh Jackman's American debut as Wolverine, bruh. The film explores the ideological clash between Professor X-Men, and Magneto's brotherhood. So it's a very, very nice movie, bro. So Magneto was that guy that the magnetic.
Batung. Steve.
So Vooka Nation,
Vooka Nation, like
Vooka
maybe
Nation,
they need to know 'cause I
Magneto
know.
is that guy with the magnet, you know.
With the helmet.
Yeah, with the helmets.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
he
can
knows how to
he
mend,
manipulates
um,
and
Yeah, metal.
a metal with
Yeah,
his
man.
mind.
Yeah, guys,
Well,
guys, don't you forget. Don't you forget. There's people that don't know these things, eh?
Okay, it's
There's
fine.
people at home.
Yes,
there's
for
people
those
at
ones
home,
that don't know.
Yeah, there's
Stephen.
people at home chilling, asking themselves, who's Hugh Jackman?
Hmm.
Knowing very well who
But when you say
Wolverine is.
who exactly, but when you
Yeah.
say Wolverine, they know who Wolverine is, but they don't know who Hugh Jackman is. Like Afri Perry, when it comes to like Amakoria, that she likes to
Exactly.
watch. She knows the characters, but like not the actors' names.
Exactly, you know, so she can tell you all about K-pop and everything else. Yeah, man. So yeah, bruh. So that was a very
That was
very big
dope.
movie.
I mean,
that was
for
a very
me,
big movie. I used to
when
love
it-
that movie as a kid, man.
I still love X-Men. I love X-Men. So whenever like I follow Marvel.
Yeah.
So okay, between DC and Marvel, which one is your favorite?
Marvel.
'Cause the
Marvel.
friend that I was talking about who loves cinema is a huge Hey, he's always split between DC and Marvel. I mean, for one, I know he loves
I
Batman.
mean, DC is amazing. It's nice. Batman, it's nice, dark, you know.
But I mean, I'm more Marvel.
Yeah,
I'm
same
more
here,
Marvel.
same here.
I'm more
Same
Marvel.
here.
DC, I don't know, man. you also, when it comes cinematically, their movies.
Bro, with Marvel, with Marvel and DC, Marvel is like the angel, DC is like the demon.
Oh wow.
You know, so DC
Angels
is
and
dark.
demons.
Yeah, DC is dark, and then Marvel is no,
We're not
No.
talking men or
no.
women.
We're just talking.
Ah, what?
Both.
What do you mean?
Wait, say that again.
DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
no, but like
All of
cinematically,
them.
when we're talking about cinematography, the movies, and the many successes.
So
that
so
they
you see,
have.
the
I
thing
mean,
is, the thing is,
successful
so this is
blockbuster movies
like
that they've made.
so well, when it comes to movies now, when it comes to Marvel and DC, it's like Kaiser Chiefs and Pirates. You can't support both
I mean,
teams.
can
know?
you support both?
You can't
Wena?
support both teams, or can you? Can you?
Wait, now, okay, wait, now, Banele,
You
again,
can't.
which one? Okay, DC or
If-
Marvel for you, or you just like both? And
You can't.
when you say both, specifically, why?
It's not or, it's and. DC and.
No.
Everybody hears this, they're saying no.
Okay, name
no.
name one
Do you
of your
like
favorite
the Ninja
movies.
Turtles from Nickelodeon. Yes, yes. What's that Nickelodeon? So you don't have.
I
to
enjoyed
choose.
it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. This one you have to,
DC
bro.
or Marvel?
This
DC
one you
or
have
Marvel?
to. Because you know why I say so. Let me give you an example. Wait. Hold on. Let me give you an example. Hold on. Let me give you an example. So in Marvel, there's Hulk, right? In DC, there's the Thing, right? Do you know who the Thing is?
Look at you looking confused.
It doesn't.
So you're not even a fan, but you want to have a debate here. You don't even know these things, man.
Sorry,
I
man.
didn't say I'm a fan of DC.
Now he's saying,
I'm
why can you
saying,
not have
why
both?
Pick? Just have
Exactly,
No, but I
yeah.
can.
Thing is, hey
No,
man, you
no,
can't
but I
you can't
can
be you
because
can't
I
support
got-
Chiefs and Pirates at the same time, and it's the derby, bro. It's a derby. They playing now, bro. You can't say both teams to win.
Okay, so if let's say some basketball team you
Milwaukee Bucks, yeah, Milwaukee Bucks.
now Mo says my mic is not on.
Is it?
Okay, so yeah, I don't think so.
There. There you go.
You see, I'm a basketball lover,
Yeah.
right? I'm a basketball lover. So
Okay.
I watch basketball and enjoy it.
What's your favorite team?
It doesn't matter.
No, Chief. You can't run away from the question. What is your favorite team in basketball?
Like
yeah.
Sixers and the Lakers. Are you like one of those people?
I'm not declaring a stance. I'm just saying I love movies.
Okay.
So why do I have to choose?
But I mean, look, we're talking about fans here, like people who religiously are into comics and know
example,
comics and
Comic-Con is
enjoy
coming up
that.
this year.
Yeah, Comic Con.
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con is coming
So Comic-Con is coming up this year.
when Comic-Con like literally comes.
Yeah, so
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Guys,
so, I mean,
let's-
when at Comic-Con,
this topic is not gonna end. Eh? It's not gonna end. Marvel and
yeah,
DC,
but then you
it
know
will
what?
never
I
end.
want to know from the Vooka Nation if
What's
you
your-
are
yeah,
a movie lover and
yeah.
you know what, you are a fan of comics. Are you a DC
or
fan
Marvel.
or a Marvel fan?
Would-
I'd like
well,
to know.
Like send through, bro. Comment. Let's see the engagement, bro.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. Hey, come on, man. These people. Anyway, I'm joking, man.
Banele. I
Yeah, bro. Today, man, South Africans' inventions, bro. Did you know the teleprompter was invented by South African?
really the teleprompter was invented by
No,
a South African.
sorry, telerometer.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah. Utini.
No, sorry, telerometer. Yeah.
The telerometer.
So a telerometer is a microwave-based design measurement device. So it's one of those numbers on the microwave.
Okay.
Where you hit them on 30 seconds, a
Yes,
minute. Yeah.
yes.
So that was invented by Dr. Trevor Wadley. What? Wadley. There we go. Trevor Wadley in 1957.
Wow.
So yeah, man, without South Africa.
Yeah, in South Africa.
In South bro, in South
I
South
know. We're doing the things.
So
man.
imagine, yo, bro, without South Africans, the microwave used to be that knob the whole time.
Man, but like obviously with technology, everything must evolve.
Yeah.
Everything, because when we, the more we use something is the more we recognize the limitations that it has, and then the more the mind wants to expand on that.
I mean,
So-
technology has come a long way, bro. Yesterday I was checking out. There's this meme I was checking. So, this year there's streaming, right?
Yes.
Streaming. You know, what's this? Cinemas.
Yes.
Cinemas is the enemy of streaming, or streaming is the enemy of cinemas. Either way.
Whichever one.
Yeah. So the meme went like this. So mathematicians were looking at people that work in the cinema world. Nah? So they're looking at him. The one guy, the caption is like, "Yo, is this happening for the first time for you?" So okay, let me put it in context. Mathematicians, before the calculator was
I want to
invented,
hear.
before the calculator was invented, we'd use our calculation using our minds, and and then the calculator was then invented, and then the people thought being a mathematician would be a job that would just disappear, and then it was still there. Now that we have streaming, as we were speaking earlier on,
Yes.
streaming and the movies,
The cinemas, yeah.
So now it looks like the cinemas might evaporate into thin
I
air.
never.
So
Banele explained they still have a huge market share.
I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it's looking like it might.
Experience, guys. You know, people love
Actually,
to get an
Netflix does
experience
have
out of
that,
everything.
Yes, ma'am. That's 4D. Which one do you wanna know about? 4D or 3D?
4D. I like the 4D. No,
Yeah,
like,
man.
but still, I still feel like you're saying, yes, as much as it does seem like certain things do become obsolete, but when that's the thing about everything, like when we take away technology, what do we really have?
Hey, bruh. It's scary. It's
What
scary.
do we really have? What
It's
is
scary, man.
really important?
It's scary because now we have AI also involved in the picture. So it's scary, man. It's a
But
scary thing.
like Eli Ndlela said on Monday, like, when they were asked if, they're as artists, as creatives, do they feel like AI would replace,
Which is a big no-no.
creatives and artists? And it's like, no, man. I mean,
So that's the thing with AI. Now, in the creative world, AI can't win ever, right? But in your normal day-to-day world, it can, bro. It can. I mean, the information we get, bro, it could be AI generated. It still works, The cars we drive, Tesla's AI, self-driving. So
I saw this video
So-
of this guy saying to a Tesla, "Hey, take me somewhere where I've never been before," right? So
Yeah.
it drives itself. It took him to the gym
yeah,
because he was kind of like a heavy
Good
set
one,
guy.
good
So
one.
then it's like, "Hey, take me somewhere where I've
you
never
see,
been
AI is
before."
so smart, bro. AI is
Hey,
so
man.
smart, bro. It's so
And it's
smart.
got attitude.
The car. Yeah.
What? What did
So
you
the
ask,
question is, what's the one place you've never been to? With me, it's the cinema. You?
No, I've
The
actually
gym.
been to the gym. I used to
The
gym.
gym is wild.
No, I used to gym. I used to go to the gym actually. When I worked in corporate, I would go after work.
Let me guess.
And it would help me blow off steam.
Let me
and
guess.
that job was
Let
stressful.
me guess your gym, because every corporate person
yeah.
goes to this gym.
Which gym is
Virgin Active, eh?
this? No,
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, it was actually the gym company.
Yeah.
Like Joe, it was there by Rambach Square and whatnot. So the place that I've never been to is No, like I can't. Like okay, okay. I
place
have
you've
been
never been
outside
to?
the country.
Have you been to the ocean?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Have you?
Bro,
Okay,
Cape
I'm
Town,
just
Cape
asking.
Town, dog. Cape Town, dog.
You're saying Cape Town, like all colors come from there. Relax.
No, I'm not saying no, man. Specifically, my family. My family.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, I've never been to America. I mean, yeah.
No, man, not like that.
But it's the truth.
Okay,
They
in
said a
South
place
Africa,
you've
in South
never
Africa,
been.
in your country.
In
your
South
country.
Africa, I've never been to Mpumalanga.
Then you have to go to Mpumalanga.
I mean, I do want to go. It's something I've been saying to like people who are close to me, like Mpumalanga.
The
I feel
birthplace of
like
the
the
sun, yeah?
energy would be different for me. And I'm all about energy, man. Obviously, I'm the positivity dose of the day.
Isn't that the same place where we have Adam's calendar?
Is it? I'm not sure. I don't know about those kind of things, but I want to
okay.
go like for the experience, the nature experience, because there's beautiful natural retreats there, and I mean greenery, open spaces. It's the same reason why sometimes I like to go to KZN. Like, you know, when I go like using a car or a bus,
Yeah.
and you know, not flying there, you kind of like.
Oh yeah, you
the
from
scenic
KZN, nah?
No, just because I'm Zulu doesn't mean I'm from KZN.
Oh, where you from?
My
bruh?
parents are rooted there, yes.
So you're from KZN.
My lineage goes there. In
So do you know that there's a place called Ngwenyama Lodge?
Ngwenyama Lodge in
Yeah.
KZN.
Yeah.
No.
With that white lions.
Ooh, you see, there in KZN, I have not been, so I would love to go to Ngwenyama Lodge.
Ah, cool.
Those
cool.
kind of places, you see, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Durban tourism,
Yes,
KZN
man.
tourism must do the
So-
things, man.
Bruh, like we have to go to places. We have to
Yeah,
explore
I
life,
want-
live
I-
life.
as
You
a-
know, what's the
yeah.
point of living life
Yeah.
if you're not gonna go anywhere? Like you can't
Ati,
just
what's
stay.
the point of I'm asking you, what's the point of life if you don't, you know, invest in experiences?
Exactly.
Yeah.
know?
Like
Yeah.
I remember a friend of mine once said that he would rather spend his money on experiences and not materialistic things, because when
Bro,
he's
shout
old,
out to him. Shout out to him, bro.
those are the things, and when he's on his deathbed, those are the things that.
Because I mean, experience, bro. This
And
thing,
the people, obviously,
This thing I
spent
can
it with.
break. This thing I can buy a new one. But then if I go, maybe let's say I've never been to the ocean, swimming in the ocean. If I go there, swim once, come back, that experience forever
Yes.
stays with me. So
Like also when you ask rich people, man, like people who have money, like Joe. Okay, obviously others might be like, nah, they're speaking from a place of privilege.
Yeah.
Because you have the means, you have the
Uh-huh.
wealth, so you have nothing else to worry about. Do you understand? But I mean, the experience, it's always like, you know,
The
and their
experience.
deathbed, it's like that's the one
I
thing.
mean, that's
like
why-
the people who mattered the most, and the people who were there, and
yeah, man,
experiences
that's,
they
that's
had.
part of the reason why I still want to do sky jumping,
Skydiving.
I'm
Sky
saying sky.
jumping.
You know,
No,
I'm saying sky
jumping
jumping
the sky,
because in
baba.
my head, man, I don't know, man. If there's someone that can help me, do help me, bro. Yes, and
bungee
I'm seeing it in my mind, but I want to say skydiving. It just blended
Yeah,
sky
you
jumping.
you
It might be a
having
new thing. I
multiple
might have,
thoughts at the same
I might have
time.
just invented a new thing.
Sky jumping.
Yeah,
What, using
the
Elon
bungee
Musk's
cord,
things
the
and then-
bungee cord. Nah, listen to this. The bungee cord.
Okay.
A big drone. You're in the airplane or whatever, helicopter.
Okay.
You jump out, right? The cord does that, and then the second bounce, the droid comes on the drone. And then you fly with it. I don't know, man.
Stevie,
I don't know where I'm taking
You
this.
trying
I don't
to-
know where
yeah,
I'm taking this. I
no,
don't know where
you're
I'm
like
taking
taking
this.
it
Yeah,
nowhere.
man. I'm taking it to.
Death.
somewhere
That's where
else.
you're taking it. Trying to
Yeah,
encourage
man.
people to do risky
So
things.
today we are 163 days into the year, bro. 163 days into the year, man. It's been a long 6 months.
Oh wow! Okay, for you, Steven.
It's been a
for
long
you,
6
I
months,
see.
man.
Because
It's
I
been a
mean,
long
it's
6 months.
Thursday. You're
Yeah, man.
reflecting. You're like, it's been a long year.
Bruh. 6
Already,
months. Not
6
the year,
months
the
in,
6
bro.
months. It's been a
Guys, I
long 6
need you
months,
guys
man.
here at the Vooka Breakfast Show to have more fighting spirit. You and Mo, like already pushing for the Mo, always pushing for the year to end. You
I'm
like,
not saying it
it's
must
been
end.
a
It's
long
been a long.
year.
It's been a long
It's
6
been
months,
a long
man.
year
It's
already,
been-
and it's just like
I mean, let me show you this. Let me show you
6
this.
months
The,
in.
the past 3 days, not even 6 months. The past 3 days,
Yeah.
we were freezing our toes off, bro. So
But like that's
Yeah,
not
man.
to say like it's been a long year. Well, for me, I guess this last 6 months have been transformational,
yeah.
transitional, and transcendent.
Okay. Change.
I'm going to
You've been-
use the T's today.
You're going through metamorphosis now.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my bios on my social medias is she who is coming into herself. So I'm always a big believer in the evolution of self. So
Man. That's very important, man.
yeah,
That's-
man, to say that
you have to evolve.
we are always evolving.
To the
Not to say
better.
that my core values, my core principles, I mean, obviously those change to adjust, and fluidity is necessary in life. But
Change is scary but necessary.
It's
man.
necessary,
Yeah.
guys, and that's
Yep.
basically the gist of this.
Yeah, man,
That's
change.
the point here.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I always say, change is constant, inevitable, and necessary.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So today is the 163rd day of the year, and if it was a leap year, it would be 164th. Now, number of days remaining, we have 202 days remaining, bro. 202 days remaining, 28 weeks remaining as well until the year ends, man. So let's accomplish everything we want to accomplish before the year just disappears into oblivion.
No, what? Well. But when are you getting married?
When am I getting
Yeah,
married?
because you out here. When are you getting married, Stephen?
The question should be the question should be, when am I making my first 500,000?
Oh, so you're like, hey, focus on the bag.
Yeah,
That's
the
your
bag
point.
first, bro.
Focus on the bag. Everything will follow.
I mean, the bag equals marriage, so
wow.
it's not like marriage is equals the bag.
Yo.
The bag equals marriage, yeah, man. I mean, you need money to get married, so honeymoons and stuff like that, chocolates and buying whatnot.
So is that what marriage is to you?
No, man. You get what I'm saying,
Okay.
man. You get what I'm saying. Come on, man. You know,
Cinema
yeah.
date.
I'm gonna finally go to a cinema date, not just with my girl, with my wife. You know, or my wives.
Steven,
yeah, man.
Look at you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So the only time you want to do it, you're saving it for your wife.
I'm not saying I'm saving it for my wife. I'm saying it could be for her. It could be for her.
Okay,
or them.
fine.
It could be for her or for them. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Them.
Yeah, 2 wives.
You polygamous.
Yep.
Yo. Okay. Yeah, I like is that thing that lamp is stuck
Nah, I
together
think
in case
it's the first time.
somebody's
It's the
watching
first time
this.
I'm saying this on air, bro. It's the first time I'm saying this on air.
Okay, okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
I am. Look here, if there's anybody out there looking for a husband, and you know you are with your
You have a sister wife.
yeah, man. Shout out.
Wow, Steven.
Yeah, man. Hit me up, bro. Hit me up. On the down low. On the DL. On the DL. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. We've been laughing, eh?
Yeah, I know.
We've been
I
laughing.
know. It's
I know,
been
man.
Quite like a relaxed and chilled
It's my
morning
pleasure.
today.
It's my pleasure. It's my
Ah,
pleasure. It's my
please,
pleasure.
Steve,
I
it's
know.
not
I know.
because you're hosting
I know.
the
I'm
show
doing.
today.
My energy's just.
It's not because no, it's not because you're hosting the show
Yeah,
today.
man,
It's
I'm
because
joking.
you know what? As the
Yeah.
Vooka Nation, we enjoy having fun. Of course, it is the daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to the day. That is why we're having plenty of laughs with Steven and Nothing Is Never Even and TC Gamazibugo Shabalala, which is me. And of course, spiritual alignment. And that's why we're having these nostalgic conversations, man. Because today, when it's a throwback Thursday, it's time to pause, reflect, and, you know, think about what you're really grateful for, because that's what we do here on The Breakfast Show sometimes on Thursdays, you know, where we ask you, what exactly are you grateful for this week, apart from, obviously, the gift of life. But, I mean, if the gift of life is really the only thing that
Then
you're
be
grateful for
grateful.
this week, that's also okay, because living is still a gift.
You know what I'm
Every
grateful
day, that
for?
breath in your lungs is important.
You know what I'm grateful for, bro?
What?
I'm grateful for the fact that today is World Day Against Child Labor, man.
Oh,
So
lovely.
yeah, bro, we don't have children working in factories and stuff, you know. World Day Against Child Labor, established by the International Labor Organization in 2002, aims to raise awareness and fight against exploitative child labor. Millions of children worldwide are forced into workplaces, preventing them from receiving education and basic rights. Basic rights like water, you know, sanitation, a right to be outside as a kid, playing with other kids, man. Yeah. The day encourages action through boycotting unethical business, raising awareness, and donating to the charities like UNICEF, you know. So these things don't ever happen again. Because, I mean, way back in the past, child labor used to be a thing. Did you know that?
And in China.
And in China, apparently.
It's very popular.
So, yeah, man. Child Labor Day. No child should be working. No child should be at work, you know? No minors should be at work also.
True.
Yeah, man.
True. We all should just have a carefree childhood. But Steven, go home
On that note, I will see you guys.
with your baby face. With your baby face.
Yeah, man. So on celebrity birthdays, bro, celebrity birthday, Mark Henry.
Mark Henry.
Yeah.
It's his birthday today.
The big
Wrestling,
guy.
WWE. You see, that's how I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
Thursdays are nostalgic on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. Because if it's not with our movies, if we're not aligning spiritually, we really just like the birthdays. Look at today, Mark Henry,
Bro,
WWE.
Mark Henry,
you know,
bro.
and when I like, dude, we spoke about how like WWE, like when it was playing, when it was still fresh.
Hey,
when
as
you're
kids,
growing up,
as
yeah,
kids,
you used to
yo,
enjoy.
bro.
Hey, me in the street that I lived in, we'd
My
go to one
dog.
of the children's street and we'd watch it all day and we'd all just be then afterwards then we go on the grass, we wanna like
You wanna do what you've been seeing on TV.
Wow,
Yeah, man. Birth year June 12, 1971. Age 54. Years old 54. Yeah, Mark, you are a big boy, man. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, man. Interesting fact, two-time Olympian, which is in 1992 and 1996. He had gold and silver, bro. Gold, silver, and bronze medalist at the Pan American Games in 1995. So, wait, what? This guy went from the Olympics to
Wrestling.
WWE.
really?
How do you
I
tra-
didn't know
how does that transition happen, bro?
No. But I mean, could be. I mean, because okay, you need to understand
But
WWE
thing is, I
and
can't-
the wrestling that they do in the Olympic. There is wrestling is it in Olympics, right? Banet? There is, yes, but
Is
the
there?
wrestling, yes, but the one that they do in there is like different to WWE. It's not like all cinematic and like dramatic.
That's what
It's
I'm
that
saying.
one
That's what
where
I'm saying.
It's about technique.
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
about
The transition is crazy from
crazy how.
Crazy how WWE. We all know now that we're grown up. We
Yeah.
all know it's scripted. It's like a movie basically. So how do you go from
Stunts,
actually
basically. It's
doing
like a stunt,
stunts
yeah.
to acting stunts? So
Well, I
you
mean,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah,
man.
Okay.
U.S. national powerlifting champion who won silver, gold, and bronze medalist at the Pan American Games in 1995 before joining WWE. He signed with AEW as an analyst, coach, and talent scout in 2021.
Wow.
So shout out to Mark Henry, man.
To be
Happy
honest, I didn't
birthday.
even know that he was in the Olympics. Menanji. Mark Henry is that guy.
Let me blow your
In
mind again. Let me
wrestling.
blow your mind again.
Okay.
You know who else's birthday in today?
No.
George H.W. Bush, man.
You lie.
I'm not lying. I
okay?
swear on my life. George W. Bush is, yeah.
I swear,
Hey, technicals is having us today, man.
Yeah, the producer is just doing the
Yeah,
things.
man. Birth year, June 12, 1924. Whoa. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Yeah, man. June 12, 1924, November 30th. That's the birth year, man. November 30th. And then this guy here, what's he doing here now?
Who?
What's this guy doing here?
Who?
Ah, man. These words, man. At age 94, that's when he passed away, man. At 94 years old was his passing.
So now we celebrating. Okay, but I mean,
So
we
he's
have done that.
Yeah,
We
he's
have
an
done that,
icon.
yeah.
He's an icon. I
Yeah.
mean, George W.
Icon.
Bush.
I mean, he did.
Yeah.
Well, he's a significant political figure in American history.
I say he's an icon, man.
An icon.
Yeah, bruh.
Okay.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. I mean,
Steven's
you know why?
icon,
You know
George
why I
W.
say
Bush.
so?
Why?
He's the 41st president of the United States. So
And he's an icon to
and
you
he's
because
changed
of that.
a lot of things. Not just that.
Okay.
He's changed a lot of things.
During his administration.
Yeah, he signed a lot of things into the country that
Like.
that wasn't signed in. Like the fact that I don't want to answer that right now. I have a
we are more saying people are iconic.
no,
Mara.
man, but he is iconic, man. He is iconic because
Okay.
George Bush was one of the youngest pilots in the Navy. Did you know that?
Okay, now that one I didn't know.
He was one of the youngest. So he went from a pilot, Navy pilot, to president. So that's crazy, right?
Wow.
That's amazing, right?
It makes me think about Admiral Chabalala.
Hey, yeah.
Not to say, I'm saying he's going to be president.
Because you heard the word Navy.
Yeah, I was just like thinking of Admiral Chabalala. I mean, if anybody here on the Vooka Nation has watched it, if you have not caught it,
Go
in case
check it
you
out,
missed it,
bro.
check it out on the Vooka Clips. We had an exclusive interview with the SANDF. Admiral Chabalala. It was quite.
He's the spokesperson of the center.
He's not a spokesperson. Is he?
He is.
Oh, he is.
a
Okay, he
spokesperson,
is.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from just being admiral, he's also a spokesperson.
Can you
Wow.
imagine?
Wow.
The weight
Okay,
of his
you
shoulders.
see, I yes. Mm-hmm. That's me.
What happened? What happened?
He's like, that's me. He said, say that's me. And I say, that's me. And then he changed to the admiral.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. His
That's-
story, man.
he's got a heavy weight on his shoulders. Eh?
Yeah, he grew up
Pun
in
intended.
Soweto, and now he's like the admiral in the Navy, man. Perhaps he's just one step closer to being a president. I mean,
Maybe. Who knows, man?
who knows,
Anything is
man?
possible. I mean, for all we know, I could be like the next president. So yeah, man.
do you want to be the
Stephen
next
for-
president? Stephen for president.
Yeah, Stephen for president. Please vote there. Vote there. Moose. Stephen for president, Moose.
But to those tattoos, I don't think so.
Yeah, you the first people. Prejudiced people, man. We going against them, bro.
Like, tell them,
Yeah,
you know
man.
what, guys?
Yeah, man.
As much as first impressions count, but still, I ain't gangster, but I can make things happen. Tell them.
I'm not
Steve.
gangster. I'm a creative. So I'll be the first creative president ever on Earth.
Okay.
Stephen for president, guys. LXRD. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yeah, George Bush is the 41st president of the United States, who also served as a vice president, congressman, ambassador, director of the CIA, and served in the World War II. Did you know that?
I
Yo,
didn't.
bro, he's
So
been
he
a
did.
lot.
Okay, so he did time in obviously the army, the navy.
The military.
Yeah, the
as a
military.
whole,
So yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and the director of the CIA, bro. That's crazy.
Sure.
Yeah, man. His son, George W. Bush, served as the 43rd president of the United States.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it runs in the family, I guess. It runs in the family blood, to be president. Yeah, man. Yeah. And then it's also Gracie Tiffy. What?
Stephen.
What's
Wow.
his name? Gracie Tiffy. Gracie
Okay.
Tiffy. Yeah, this is Gracie Tiffy.
Okay.
Yeah, Gracie Tiffy, man. Gracie Tiffy, birth year. What is going on, guys? No technicals. No, I don't like this, man. you guys say birth year and then there's no birthday. It's just June 12th, 2013. Oh. Guys,
Well, that's a birthday. I think you need coffee.
I need something.
think you need coffee.
I need something.
No, you need coffee. That's what you need.
I need God, man. Yeah, man. Age 12 years old. Interesting fact: Selena and Gracie shared a close bond, often attending red carpet events together and enjoying sister date nights. So yeah, man. Gracie is half sister of Selena Gomez. Yes.
You could have started with that. Because, like, I was like, huh? Her and her sister. And I'm like, her and her sister, what's happening?
That was the.
Oh, okay.
You know? Yeah. The fa. It's that splat. It's that splat. It's that splat. Yeah, man. And then, yeah, man, this year, Moosey missed. Word of the day. Every time I see word of the day anyway, bro, I just think of Moosey Mist. I'm like, yeah.
Why?
Because he's the one that comes up with word of the day, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, soliloquies and things like that are his thing, man.
Soliloquies is when you speak to yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Do you not speak to yourself, bro? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
he
in
said
Lil
he speaks to
Wayne's
himself
words,
because he needs expert advice.
in Lil Wayne's words, I speak to myself because I am my own consultant.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Speaking to yourself, man. Word of the day: ruminate. Ruminate.
Something we all have to do today since it is that
Yeah.
throwback
Ruminate.
Thursday. I see, man. I see. Alignment. And that's what we are about here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Give me that boo, 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 boo.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Ruminate. Definition: to think deeply about something, to ponder or meditate upon. Ruminate. Yeah, man. Ruminate. How would you use this word in a sentence? Ruminate. To think deeply, to meditate. You know.
Considering today's topic, I ruminate on how to tackle the issues that will be discussed.
Ruminate. And then, say it again. Give us again. One more time.
I said, considering today's topic for spiritual alignment, I ruminate on the issues that will be discussed.
Hey, my dog. My dog. Damn me up. Yeah, man. The Vookas, I know there's a Vooka at home saying roommate. It's not roommate, guys.
It's not roommate. It's ruminate.
Ruminate.
Yes.
Ruminate. Yes, sir. And I might just skip that because you just sit there. I'm joking, man. I know my jokes, man. My jokes is like white people jokes. Man,
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, man. Here's an example on how to use it furthermore with sentences. Now, it's good to ruminate on past mistakes so you can learn. So you can learn from them and avoid repeating them. Yep. It's good to ruminate on past mistakes so you can learn and not repeat the same mistakes and without spreading them, you know? So it's good. You know, if the stove is hot, you touch it, you go and burn.
Exactly. So you will never touch it again. And that's why on Monday, other people were like, when Colin was talking about the relationships, they're like, Umjolo is not for me. I've
Don't
given
touch it
up.
again.
He's like, some people have told him, I've given up because they learned. They touched.
So
they touched.
sad.
They got burned. And then like, they're like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bruh. Colin is such a, I like the fact that he speaks his mind, you know?
Yeah.
He says things people think of but are afraid of saying.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't think, he just says it.
Yeah, well, he does think, but I mean, he did write a whole book. So in order to write a book, you kind of need to think. But yeah, I love the way that he just speaks. He's quite opinionated, and his opinions, I mean, obviously considering his Facebook page, I went through some of his posts that are obviously in connection with the book. And yeah, he's got some interesting opinions there, and yeah, I still encourage people maybe to go and read that book, which is called Never Marry Somebody or Who Has Never Marry Someone if they've never read this. Never marry anyone who hasn't read this. Sorry, Colin. Yes.
You see that title.
Never marry anyone who hasn't read this. There it is.
You see the title. That's
right
why.
There.
That title's the reason I say he wasn't thinking. It was just inking.
Oh, wow.
Just
Nice. He
going
wasn't
in.
thinking, he was inking.
Yeah, shout out to myself for that one.
I get it. You also a hip hop
man.
artist.
You know,
so
bro. You know.
rhymes are in
are
in your blood.
Yeah, man. And then inspiration for the day, yeah? Inspirational message for the day.
Well, I have one. Firstly,
Okay.
Can I just quickly from a guest that has been here on the show and that is promising to come back. Somebody we enjoy having.
Who that guest be?
We enjoy having this person right here. Just guess, who is it?
We
he was
enjoy.
quite motivational, and he is a resident of Vooka. Vooganator. I don't know, man.
Vooka soldier.
Are you sticking with that
Vooka
one?
soldier,
Are
yes.
you sticking with that
Vooka
one?
soldier. Vooka soldiers at home, yeah, man. Comment there if you like the word Vooka soldier, or comment what you'd like to be called. You know, Voogas. Vooga Nation is everybody, and then you as an individual, what would you like to be called? A Vooga soldier, or a Vooga bird, or Voogist? Huh? Which one is it?
Yeah, that it would be quite interesting. Speaking of interesting, and now speaking of that guest that I was telling you about.
Let me guess. Who? That is Osvaldo.
No, Saki Badi.
Okay.
You're so wrong. Saki Badi, who has been here for Motivational Mondays, and he says, by far the hardest person I've ever had to forgive was myself. So imagine you did something you regret. like breaking a toy or saying something mean to a friend. You might feel bad and wish you could go back in time. Grown-ups sometimes make mistakes too. Forgiving yourself means being kind to yourself, saying sorry to yourself, and trying to do better next time. It's like giving yourself a big hug and saying, it's okay, I'll try again.
Let's do it
So,
again.
just like we forgive our friends when they make mistakes, we need to forgive ourselves too. Does it make sense? And that is, of course, a word of inspiration for this Spiritual Alignment Thursday, a throwback Thursday where we reflect and be grateful for the week that we've had ahead of the weekend as we prepare to go into what is called an energetic weekend for us. Because you know what? If you are part of the Vooka Nation, energy is the word of the day for you. So that is an inspirational quote from our lovely guest and best favorite here on the show, Saki Badi, who will be back on Motivational
Most
Mondays
definitely,
next
most
week.
definitely.
And he will be bringing more inspiration for you. So do stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, do think about that quote, because I think on this day where a lot will be discussed when it comes to healing with Umgogo Mkhulu Mafela
Mkhulu Mafela,
Nyoga,
yeah,
who
man.
will be our guest who's coming up on the show. A conversation that you need to look
That's-
out for and stay tuned.
That's going to be a very, very
for
opening conversation. Like a mind
insightful,
yeah,
deep,
man. Yeah.
thought-provoking.
So before we go to this ad break quickly, this is another inspirational message for the viewers at home and for yourself as well, and for me also now. Because, as my own consultant, I have to speak to myself, and this is what I was telling myself the whole time. Nah? Challenges are gifts that forces us to search for a new center of gravity, man. Challenges are gifts that forces us to search for a new center of gravity. Oh, bro. So
That's true.
let's find that new center of gravity and
Yeah.
let us gravitate towards bettering ourselves and bettering our families and impacting the people around us. Yeah.
True.
So yeah, man. Catch us shortly now after this quick ad break. Check the weather out. Check how you might be walking out just now, going to work. You might be going to school. Just check out the weather's looking. Make sure you have the right attire and make sure you're looking nice and smelling nice. So yeah, check you just now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. We are back. We are back. With it. Back with it. Back with it. Back with it. You know, man, I can never be alone, bro. I can never ever be alone. I can never be alone, bro. You know, it's the Trinity, bro. It's always the Trinity on the table, man. On the table. How you guys doing? How you guys doing, man? How you guys doing?
Hey, what's up? Good morning, Vooka Nation. I hope you guys are doing beautiful. And you guys are also feeling fantastic on this wonderful and amazing Thursday morning. And obviously, as you know, I go by the name of Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Blaze. But the darker the berry, the sweeter the dun. Yeah, I'm okay. Steve, you good though?
Oh, I'm awesome, man. I'm awesome. Moosey missed my dog.
How's it going?
You good,
man?
bro? Yeah, man.
You kill me.
Why do I kill you, man?
Now what's stuck in my head is what Mo said on Tuesday.
What do you say?
That you kill him whenever you mention my name. Like whenever you call my name, he just laughs. Hey, Moose.
Yo,
You
Moose.
know? No, I know you're watching, my brother.
Man.
And
Yeah,
I
man.
know you enjoy.
He's probably
you know,
at home laughing.
He is
he's sitting on air.
probably.
Yeah, man.
To what should by now be your absolutely favorite rendezvous. But of course, if this is your first time spending some time with us and hanging out with us, welcome to what really genuinely promises to be your favorite rendezvous, only and exclusively right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning. You're not just listening, you're watching your essential start to the day. And of course, you're spending some quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE, Mr. My name is Musi, Mr. And you're spending some quality time with us, where we take such good care of you, only and exclusively right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. And this is your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to the day, always bringing you great content between the hours of 7 and 10, Monday to Friday, every weekday morning. So on this show, Stephen,
Yes, sir.
what we do is that we don't just talk, but we also aim to have conversations with industry professionals. And of course, discussions that shift mindsets and content that is truly all-encompassing, compelling, and of course, thought-provoking. Let's get ready to align our
Let's
spirits.
get ready to rumble.
As we have opened the show
man.
the way Stephen and TC have done, and we dive into the silver screen a bit later on because it's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
And,
we have
I
to. We
bring
have to.
proper movies. You know what I do, man.
I see.
And of
Yeah,
course, a bit later on, we're going to be diving into all things spirituality as we try to align ourselves with the relevant and proper and good and positive spirits. As we're going to be diving into a conversation with Ugogo Mkhulu
Mafela Nyoka.
It's going to be an interesting one, man. The little insert that TC did, and of course, just the conversation in itself and the angle that they'll be tackling. It's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah,
and I can't wait to
be.
dive into that one. With that being said, you can also share your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between with us across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. It needs not end there.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know why now
Those
it needs not.
Now it's hey, bro. It's the winter. It's the winter. The tongue has to exercise.
It also continues on our WhatsApp line using the number 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I and Afriberry and Stephen and of course the rest of the team can share our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. Can't wait to hear from you. Also dive into our website using www.vookadaily.co.za. So that's www.vookadaily.co.za, and that's where you can also see some of the conversations. And maybe if you're lucky enough to see the behind the scenes of what happens.
Not even lucky enough, bro. The behind the scenes
of what happens.
The members only.
Yeah,
members only. So if you don't have a members only membership, sorry for you, man. Sorry for you, man. So I hope this is gonna encourage you to sign up for the membership.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man, become a member, see the behind the scenes, get the exclusive content, exclusive
scoop.
skits, man.
The
Scoops
scoop.
also,
Yeah,
yeah.
the scoop.
So you said the tongue was doing something. Speaking of the tongue, boy.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
What do you guys think of white lies, black lies, just lies in particular?
Sheesh, man. I mean,
Lying.
I think, look, man, everyone lies.
Yeah.
Everyone lies.
Okay, before we go
Right.
into it, what's the difference between a bad lie and a good lie?
The difference between a
bad lie and a good lie.
Intention.
Intention.
I think that's the
think.
first thing that's popping in my mind.
Okay.
Intention.
Okay, intention.
So when you're lying, what is the intention behind that lie? So you know what someone said? I came across this person or this video on social media. I think it was Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. Something on the socials. And this person was like, "You don't always have to tell the truth in the moment." Right? For example, and this is the example the person makes, is that as you know, I'm a performing artist, right?
Yes,
I invite you to my show and you come through with the team here and you guys pull through to the theater or wherever I'm performing, right?
Yep.
I do my thing on stage, applause, whatever. It's great. And then I walk out and I come and greet people and all those sorts of things, right? And I ask you, Stephen, how was the show?
Me having been there, I'd say, yeah, man, the show was nice, bro.
See? And chances are, maybe,
Let's say
hypothetically, you didn't like the show.
Yeah.
Or you didn't like my performance. Or you thought that my performance wasn't that great. Right?
Or wasn't what I expected it to be. Yeah.
Right. It didn't live up to expectation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Stephen, what did you think of my performance? So this person is like, you don't have to tell the truth
at that
in
time.
the moment.
So that means that's a white lie.
You're like, no, you don't have to lie, but you don't have to tell the truth. So the person says you can go and say, you know what? I have never experienced such a performance in my life.
That's crazy, bro. I have
Right?
never experienced
Such a performance.
Because
That's an example. Because you've never.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
if it was a bad, you've never had a bad experience on a performance.
Right?
So,
You're not
hey,
telling the truth.
You're not lying.
You're not
either.
lying. But you're like, I've never experienced such a performance in my life. And then once the adrenaline and the hype and the noise has dimmed down and shied down with everything that's happening when we're at the theater or at the venue for the performance.
Yes.
When it's just you and I, you're able to sit me down and you're like, you know what, Musi?
Hey, you can
My
improve.
honest opinion of the show and your performance specifically is 1, 2, and 3. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get
so I'm
you, I
able
get
to
you.
receive it now.
Now you're receiving it for receiving it, not just receiving it so you can retaliate.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
now I'm
get
receiving
you, I
it
get
and
you.
processing it and digesting it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
think
saying.
The difference for me, what's popping in my mind, and I think it's something that I really need to think about, but in intention, what is your intention when you're telling the lie? And of course, context. Context is everything. Man.
Context is everything. But
Yeah.
with that example you gave, man, that is also an example of a white lie, because a white lie is, as you said, the intention, right? My intention is not to hurt your feelings, but to grow you as a person, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I've never experienced such a performance in my life. And
But
then,
I'm not lying, though, because a white lie is a lie that individuals or people would describe as a good lie.
a good lie.
A good lie. A lie that has good intentions behind it. That's a white
So-
lie.
so-
or a white lie
Let's
could
give
be
an example. Let's give an example.
I was about to go into
Okay,
that. So
okay.
white lie could be, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think here.
With good intention behind, right?
I guess. Like, Stephen, where are you going? You're like, no, I'm just going to the shop quickly. And maybe you're going to meet your girlfriend or
Or
something.
someone, yeah.
See what I'm trying to say? Like, that's a small white lie. Like, the intention is not harmful.
It's not harmful,
I just don't
but
want to
also-
disclose what's
yeah.
happening. Do you get intention?
That's
Do you get what
all-
I'm trying to
that's-
say?
yeah, I get-
so
I
that's
get-
like
I
a
get
white
you.
lie.
Yeah, I get you.
But
I get
now
you.
the line is so thin and blurred that it's very easy to cross between the two spaces of white lie
And,
And a bad lie.
and a lie.
yeah, which
Do you get what I'm
we
trying to
could
say?
call a black lie. A black lie, man. Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's one of those, eh? Hey, man, have you ever been lied to in this way, like where a person would tell you a white lie, like with the purest of purest intentions?
Look, man.
And how do you how do you deal with it also?
Back in 2018, I'm sure there's people who were part of the choir at the time.
Yes.
I told myself and I told them, it was just in conversation, that I want to get to a point where I don't lie.
At all?
I want to.
Where you don't lie.
Where I don't lie. Where I genuinely tell the truth. But of course, with context and with intention. With tonality and all of those things to consider, right? Where I'm not blunt about it. I'm not blatant about it. But I tell the truth in considerate ways or considerable.
So you basically glaze the truth.
No, not glazing it, but it's. I always say that it's not what you say; it's how you say it.
I
always say that. So telling the truth doesn't always mean that you have to be. When I teach you, no. I can sit you down and you know what? I don't appreciate what you think.
Instead of going Buster Rhymes on him. Yeah.
No, man. So that was the thing for me, and but I've been lied to, and I've lied to people, of course. And how I receive it is, I'm a very analytical person, so I try to think of why you told that lie.
So you just listen.
I try to put myself in your shoes.
Okay.
And have like an aerial view of the situation.
Bird's eye view,
Yeah, like why did you lie to me?
Why did you feel
the necessity to lie to me?
I get you.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying.
And so, I mean, of course, it's disappointing and it's not like nice to be lied to.
It isn't.
The thing is, being lied to comes off as if you're being made a fool.
Sometimes with the lies, bro, as we said, with intention, with intention. Sometimes I could lie to you with the intention of making you a better person, as I told you before. Like, for an example, let me give you an example.
Give me an example.
Let me give you an example, right? Let's say you're a horrible actor.
Okay.
And I keep on saying, yo, bro, good job. You're acting good, but you can improve here. And then I tell you exactly where you suck.
Okay.
You can improve, let's say, with emotion. You can't really show emotion, right? I'll be like, yeah, you can improve. Show more emotion, man. Show more emotion. And then eventually, the more you hear me saying, good job, you're a great actor, even though you're a horrible actor, eventually you believe that. And then belief becomes reality. You eventually become a good actor. You get what I'm trying to say?
It doesn't always work, though. The intention is
It's like
good,
hacking the brain, though.
I mean,
it's like hacking the brain.
But I think and Mr. B would agree with this one, that reiterating such things is an extensive thing. It takes long, right? It's not a thing that happens overnight.
Yeah, I'm not saying overnight, but
the intention is good. Your intentions are good, sure. It's aimed at improving my skill, right? But you don't have to tell me so that I can actually take steps, as opposed to wanting to hack my brain, so that I can take steps into trying to refine and improve my acting skill.
Yeah,
that's just me as Musi Mace. Someone else could feel like, lie to me. Man, it will work out in the long run after a while, But for me, don't just tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Sometimes, what if the truth is, as they say, the truth hurts, bro. The truth hurts.
It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
How you say it. Effie, what do you think?
Yeah, it hurts, but you saw from yesterday I was very brutal.
Oh, they were telling you the truth yesterday.
No, you saw what I did to Fifi yesterday.
No.
When she kept on singing, and you said, but you could have said it in a nice way that she can't sing. I'm like, but should I lie to you and say that you're a great singer even if you're not?
Bruh, at the same time, you must be considerate of people's feelings.
I said it in a funny way. At least it made her laugh.
But it doesn't mean that something being funny doesn't mean that it doesn't strike a chord as well.
Yeah, man, because I could laugh, and then
but inside
I'm like, no, man, I'm a broken.
And then I could
already.
lie to you and tell you that you're an awesome singer until if somebody else tells you that no, they lied to you, you're not an awesome singer, and then that also makes me a bad person. So which one is better?
You can
being brutal or telling a white lie, because you can tell a white lie, but eventually when the person finds out about that white lie, their reaction will not be something that you kind of hoped for, because you thought you were going for a much more softer and lighter way of telling them that you basically suck.
So that's the thing. You didn't tell a white lie either, So a white lie, okay, wait. A white lie is when you tell a person the non-truth, but being considerate of their feelings at the same time. Emotions, you know, and also making sure the social people around them also, the attitude doesn't change as you're saying what you're saying, you know. Like, for example, if we're all happy, right? We're all happy, and you see my... How can I say? Okay, cool. We all happy, having a conversation, enjoying our celebrations or whatever, and then I'd say, I don't know, man. Just be more considerate of people's emotions.
It's not what you say; it's how you say.
How you say it. It's not what you say; it's how you say it. Right? Yeah.
And
man.
the 5 W's and an H, it's the how more than anything.
Hey, bro, because the how impacts a lot.
When you're considering someone else's feelings and emotions and how the truth will impact them, it's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Yeah,
Telling
man.
the truth means not being brutal or being blunt or being harsh or being brash. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying.
It's just detailing it and going through it in your own head first. Have a bird's eye view, like I mentioned.
Of
the
like put
situation.
yourself in
How
that
would
shoe.
you react if
how would you
the
feel?
way you want to tell that truth
bro.
would impact you or would land with you as an individual?
Yes,
do you get what I'm
man.
trying to say? And I think
Yes.
what we tend to do as individuals is and this is something that I've been telling Banela for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
I think for the past month, in the last month when we were just having conversations, is that we perceive things in the first person first, which is not a wrong thing. It's not a bad thing. But we tend to forget that not everyone else
perceives things.
looks at things the way you think.
Yeah.
You perceive them.
Yeah.
They don't perceive them the way you perceive. And your perceptions as well, and how you receive things. So I perhaps, as an example, might not be affected by brutality and
Yes.
brushness.
And then I
right?
might be.
And because I think I'm not.
Then you say-
And I assume that Steve will also take it the same way and will laugh about it and will pass. But that's not how life works. And that's what differentiates us as individuals in society and just in the
Yeah,
world.
for sure, man.
Do you
For
get what I'm
sure,
trying
man.
to
I
say?
get what
So,
you're saying.
A
man.
white lie is trivial lies, man.
Here-
Lies that are aimed at boosting your
yeah,
self-esteem
man,
and
yeah.
considering your feelings.
Yes,
but
yes.
sometimes in the long run, they don't work in your best interest.
So this is why I love the interweb, yeah? So it says here, a white lie refers to a harmless or trivial lie,
Yeah.
often told to avoid hurting someone's feelings,
Yeah.
or to achieve minor personal benefits without causing serious harm.
Yeah.
So that is a white lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we have to be considerate of feelings, man. How you say things, not what you say.
Yeah.
It's in the how you say it, you know. Yeah, man. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. They saying I'm handsome.
It's a
bruh,
white lie.
It's not a white lie.
You're handsome.
I like how you froze.
Gone out.
You're not even sure, Nji.
No.
I like the way you froze because you're not even sure whether you're handsome or
No,
not.
man.
They
The thing
said
is-
you're handsome, like,
No, I got what he was trying to do. He was trying to make an example of a white lie. So yeah.
So
I get
do
what
you
he
think?
was trying to do.
You see, the other thing is that it's your own construct of things in your brain.
Yes.
So if you're being told a lie and the expectation was you wanted to hear that, belief now comes in, like you mentioned earlier on. Like Banala just said, someone in the comments is saying that you're handsome. And you're like, yeah, no, Chief, I know it, well. But we're on the side skinnering and saying, Chief, no, man.
Skinner, yellow, muni skinner.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm trying
I
to
get what
say?
you're saying,
And
yeah.
we're like, no, man, Stephen, no, man. Hey, Stephen Maroma, so guys. Woman. So is it a good thing? Is it not? So it's all about
context.
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 Yeah.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
It's like for an example, yesterday the comedian was saying to you, what was the comedian saying to you? Just catch us up. What was the comedian saying to you yesterday?
Mama gasbonel.
Are you?
No.
That was a white lie. You see? So
Because it's like, okay, it's in Sibonelo, which is basically an example. And then I asked him in a very comedic way, what's how ganti pusbonel. And it's like, hi, ngithi mama gasbonel, I mean, I now sizomenza.
yeah, man. So, hey, guys, before we go into the movie reviews, let's check the live chat, man. Let's check the live chat. Let's talk to our community. You know what I mean? Let's talk to our community, man. Yeah. We have Zinze Elizabeth coming through and saying, "Good morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and the beautiful Vooka Nation, the amazing breakfast team. Sivukile, and it's a warmer morning compared to yesterday. Stay blessed, everybody. Stay blessed. Yeah, man. It is a very, very warm morning compared to yesterday.
Definitely. The first 2 days of this week, man, sheesh, they were just...
Bro.
And then
The
yesterday...
first 2 days was like...
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday was crazy when we were here in studio, bro. I was jumping up and down the entire time.
Bro, the craziest thing is we had heater under the
but it
table.
didn't work.
It didn't work.
Well, I mean, it works, but it didn't help.
Yeah, bro. It felt like God was doing this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We also have Semami Kaleni.
Semami Kalane.
Yo, sorry.
No. You're good. Don't worry, Stephen.
Semami Kalane.
You're good,
Yes,
Stephen.
man.
You're
Say
good.
Kalane.
We learn, my brother. Yeah, what is she saying?
Yeah, man. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning, Vooka Nation. Good morning. Sivugile. Hashtag Sivugile.
Smami owes us as the Vooka Breakfast Show.
What does she owe us?
Back in the range, at the ranch show,
Yeah.
she was supposed to do like a little ad type of thing for us.
Okay.
And,
She didn't.
She didn't. So, and Smami comes in once in a while and then vanishes for like a month or two,
And then
comes back. And she needs to be consistent, man.
Come on, man.
She
Be
needs-
consistent, bruh. Come
Sorry,
on.
OC, please.
Please, eh?
You know?
Please. Os.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We also have Tembim Ni coming through saying,
Yeah.
"Good morning. I'm a Vooka Mate and Vooka team.
Yeah.
Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. I love you guys and great show as always. Looking forward to today's episode."
Yeah, come on.
man.
Actually, mentioning Mom Tembi.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys spoke about it yesterday because I couldn't watch, because of the things that I was taking care of.
Okay,
yesterday. But if knowledge serves me well, right? I think yesterday Mom Tembi was celebrating her birthday.
to you.
Such
Happy
cool
birthday.
stuff. Such cool stuff.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man, because I couldn't watch yesterday, I told myself that I'm gonna wish her the biggest
Please
happy
do. You have the platform,
belated
man.
birthday,
You have
Mom
the
Tembi, and
platform.
we love and we appreciate you so much, and that you are part of the family. We're your family, you're our family, and we hope that I hope that
family-mating.
you had an amazing birthday, and we love and appreciate you, and too many more years of prosperity,
man.
of love and laughter,
For real, for
and
sure.
warmth and hugs
For
and
sure,
all
for
great
sure.
moments,
For sure,
man.
for
Yes,
sure,
sir.
for sure.
And
Yes,
yes,
sir,
we haven't
yes, sir.
forgotten the soup. We're still gonna sort it out with you.
Don't you want to give maybe you guys are singers, maybe a chord saying happy birthday?
Thanks. A bit later on.
Later on.
Chief, you can't ask me to sing on the spot.
Ask keys.
And not that I don't want to sing for her. I will, definitely. For Mom Tembi, man, come on.
Ask keys.
But the thing is, hey,
I
Musi
don't
missed Chief.
mind.
Musi missed, hey, Chief, my vocals are quite expensive, Chief.
I was going to give you like 500 now, but it's okay.
Come on, my bro. I mean, if you have the cash, if you have the bank, and you are able to pop it out, man, let's do it.
Give me your banking details.
Do you want let me send them to you very
Okay,
quickly.
you know what? Let's do it after the show.
Stephen, me, I don't mind. I can sing
Yeah.
for her happy birthday.
Do that, man, with all due respect. Please do.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Okay, Mom Tembi.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday to you,
Happy
dear
birthday,
Mom.
happy
Zonga wari sizohlanganisa indaba esopho.
For real.
Basicela
for
namathambo phela.
For sure. Yeah, man. Now into today's movie review. You know what? For
No,
once,
Stephen, we need
let
to
me
do
give
that a
you,
bit later
boy.
on. We need to we'll do it a bit later on.
You reckon? Not now.
A bit later on, my brother.
Cool. Did you guys watch the AMAs Awards? AMAs Awards. That happens in America. It's like the BET Awards, but
Angna TV.
we have a phone, do we not? We have internet, do you not?
Angna case mina lang hlala khona.
Okay, hey, sorry, you're bad, bro.
I'm
sorry.
still load
You
shedding
messed up.
even today.
Hey, bro. So yesterday was the 25th 25th. They were celebrating 25 years since the AMAs awards have been created. So AMAs awards are like the BET, right?
Okay.
So it's like what we have equivalent to us, like we have the summer awards, right?
Okay.
So the AMAs is like the summers for the people in the US. So yesterday they were celebrating 25 years, bro. 25 years. They're only a year older than me. So yeah, man, it was very, very great. We had Kevin
A year
Hart.
older or a year younger than you?
Hey man, sorry, a year younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm 26, you know. So man, yeah.
They're my age.
Yeah, your age, bro.
my
They
age,
are
they're
25 years
25
old,
year
man.
old. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man. I mean, yeah, man.
25 year
From
old.
125, from a peer to another peer. Yes, sir. How do you not know the AMAs, bro?
I don't know. I've never heard.
You've
of
never
them.
heard of them?
No.
And
I mean, I
bro,
saw.
you're probably not the only one,
I
though.
I saw the BET awards were coming up. I think last week or 2 weeks ago or something. I don't watch them. I'm not really like a. I don't
you don't-
watch awards like that. I mean, I hear about them. I mean, Oscars and the Grammys and stuff like that, but I don't follow like that.
Hey, bro, it was crazy because, hey, man, you know, when it comes to, you know, I do hip hop. I'm a hip hopper, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to rap music, one of the people that I look up to is Kendrick Lamar. That bro scooped up five Grammys. My dog.
Oh, wow, that's
5
cool.
Grammys, bro. So that's a bit too loud. This
Yeah.
is a bit too loud.
No, the white one next to it. No. There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
god damn. Thank you. That's better. Ooh, that was punching my eardrums. Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. So yeah, it was the AMAs yesterday. So not everybody knows AMAs, but yeah, if you do know what I'm talking about, please engage with us. Tell us, did you enjoy watching the AMAs or did you not enjoy it? You know? Yeah, man. And then when it comes to soccer, also, bro. Hey, Lamine Yamal.
Okay.
Hey,
Lamine who?
Lamar.
Kemango.
He's a soccer player, 19-year-old man. He was making a CR7 run for his life almost.
Okay.
CR7, yeah, Cristiano
I saw
Ronaldo.
something like that on
But
the socials.
Yeah,
Isn't that
bro,
what
it was
Mo was
crazy.
also discussing yesterday?
Yeah, man, it's just a big thing that's happening currently because the boy is 19 years old, man. First year in varsity, you know, and still a professional soccer player, not just any professional soccer player, a professional young soccer player that was, you know, how can I say this? He's like the new Ronaldo, basically. He's the new Ronaldo, and the OG Ronaldo was feeling a bit threatened, man, as an old man.
You see, the thing is, and I love making this example, and I love what he said.
Yes, yes.
Skumba,
Yes.
the comedian,
Okay.
years ago, I think, 10 years ago, yeah, when
What'd he
he
say?
first started doing Friday mornings with
Friday mornings with on the FM, right?
FM, yeah, with Bob Mabena,
Bob Mabena,
and Cooley Roberts.
Yeah.
What he said was, you know what? I'm very funny now, and people love me right now, and I'm relevant now in the space.
yeah.
Right? But there's going to come a time where a new kid on the block is going to come on, and I'm not going to be as relevant. And I might not be as funny as I am now.
Cooking.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Cooking.
I loved that, and that stayed with me for the longest of time.
I mean, that's so true.
To this
bro.
day,
That's
10 years
true.
later, it's still with me.
I mean,
Right? And it's that. It's exactly that. You might be relevant for a long time, and but there's always going to be someone new who
the whole
is
time that's gonna, you
probably
know,
better than you or better than what you were at that age. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
or even younger.
Yeah.
better.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I'm not
man. I mean,
surprised.
this goes for any other industry.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
You could be a chef. You could be.
But you see,
whatever.
the thing about relevancy
Yeah.
and consistency,
Uh-huh.
dude, it requires a whole lot of work. And what we say, and I think this
Dedication,
also,
bro. Also
absolutely.
dedication. Yeah.
This also, but it also makes sense in other industries. But I know that we say this a whole lot in creativity and artistry is that we're always trying to put in our 10,000 hours.
Hey, bro.
You know,
we do
and so
always try.
to be consistent and relevant in the space takes a whole lot of work, a whole lot of work to like there's artists who have been in the space for 20 years. I mean, Simpiwe Dana is celebrating 20 years.
Oh, Simpiwe
this
Dana,
coming
yeah.
Saturday or Sunday at in Durban. out in
Simpiwe Dana's
Durban.
a singer, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This mama tat, this
Oh,
mama
yeah,
tat.
yeah.
She's celebrating 20 years in the industry.
Ah.
Sipoga, I think she was also celebrating 20 years or something. So it's not an easy task to be relevant for a long time.
It
Not just in
isn't, it isn't.
entertainment and creativity.
In any workspace,
space.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
in any industry. You know,
Yeah.
it requires a lot. And so Ronaldo has done his job, man.
Hey, man,
He's-
with Ronaldo,
he's one of the greats.
He's one of the greats,
he is
yes.
absolutely one of the greats.
He's one of the greats, absolutely. But you're gonna hate me for this. It's okay. His time is done, bro. His time is done.
I don't think his time is done.
I think it is. I think it is.
But
He
it
should-
is getting to a point where, he might,
You know,
need to consider
as a soccer player,
stop playing.
you'd rather leave the football before the football leaves you. You know, so
I hear
leave
you,
while
I
you still.
see you,
Yeah,
I see
you see what I mean?
I see you.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. What do you guys at home think? What do you guys think about the Cristiano Ronaldo thing? Hey, man, it's just been a very, very big topic on the socials. It's been going crazy. It's been as you said, you've been seeing it the whole time. It's been absolutely
Look,
crazy.
man.
So yeah,
Mo jumped on into our comment section on Facebook saying,
Yes.
"Morning, guys. Honestly, I can't choose between the two. When it comes to DC and Marvel,
Oh, this is in
Avengers,
regards to
the
Marvel,
conversation earlier. Avengers and Batman, Dark Knight Rises are my forever favorites." And then he says, "Call me Vooka crazy."
Vooka Queasy, yes sir. Yes sir. To all the Vooka Queasies out there, please
No.
spam W if you like that word.
No.
Spam W if you like
We
it. Vooka
don't.
Queasy,
We're not gonna
Vooka
use that
Queasy,
word. No.
Vooka Queasies.
No,
yes,
thanks.
yes, Vooka Queasies.
We'll keep it to the
my
Vooka
dog.
nation.
Get-
When I le mo, le
come
skimana ka
on,
dilo tse di snacks.
come on, get with the times, guys. Get with the times before
We'll
you-
keep it strictly
Hey.
You and
to
Mo.
Hey,
to the
Vooka
Vooka
Queasy.
nation.
Guys, please
Hey, yo,
help
hey, yo,
us
Mo.
out. Do please help us
shout out,
out.
shout
Help
out
us
Vooka
out
Queasy.
because
Shout
people
out
are
Vooka
coming out
Queasy.
here with weird names.
Vooka Queasy, shout out.
Help
man.
us out, Vooka
Yeah, man.
Queasy. No, man.
In regards to the Marvel and DC, the thing we were talking about, also in the comment section, we have Mist Ego coming in saying, when it comes to Marvel and DC, there's no.
That's me who said that.
Yeah, man. Wow, come on.
What did you say?
Now you gave it
You
away.
said
I'll-
Mist Ego.
now you
Miss
gave
Ego.
it
No, but they can see the name. I said that.
Okay,
So
cool. Say it again, man. So let the people
look,
hear
man,
it.
You need to pick a struggle, man. Pick a
Yeah,
struggle.
between you can't.
Yeah, no,
Both.
just no.
Marvel and
you can
DC.
you can appreciate
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Like for me, Batman for me in DC is always going to be Christian Bale.
I am Batman.
Batman is Christian Bale, guys.
Yeah. Same with the Joker is always gonna be
That guy who passed on. Who's that guy?
Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, I will tell you.
Yeah.
Heath is number one in terms of the Joker, right?
He
in
nailed
my
it.
books.
Yeah.
Anyway. And
Yeah.
in a lot of people's books.
Yes.
And then the second person for me is the guy who played Joker in
With the tattoos
what's
in Suicide Squad. He killed it, right? He killed it, right? My bro, touch
My
my blood.
dude.
Touch my blood.
But dude,
Oh, he did.
There's that scene
That's one of the
where
best Jokers.
he's lying in a pool of knives.
Oh,
Do you know that scene, TC?
Oh my dog.
Where the knives are surrounding
Yes,
him. My
yes,
dude.
Yes, that
My
image.
dude.
That image was.
And
oh.
there's that scene. I don't know who's that guy who comes into the club and then he asks
Yeah.
him that she's beautiful, huh? And he's referring to Harley Quinn.
Yes.
And then he puts his hand,
hand, yeah, the
over
smile,
his
the
mouth.
laugh.
And then it's
It's too much.
My
Also
dude.
that scene. Will you die for me?
yeah. Prove to me.
Prove to me that you love me. Yeah, bro. Would you die?
TC.
No, that's too simple. Yeah.
Like, that's too easy.
Yeah. He's like, would you die?
Would you die for me?
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
That's too easy. Would you live for me? And then she jumps into the pool.
Yo, my
of-
dog.
She jumps into the pool of acid, and then he jumps in and saves. That's crazy, my guy. That's crazy for me. That's the thing for me that stood out. So you see,
Yeah.
we can have loves and we can appreciate movies from both
sides.
cinematic
Yeah, I mean, with
worlds,
the
right?
Marvel, the best movie for me, like personally,
Okay.
the best. I know, bro, I'm gonna get a lot of backlash.
Okay.
but for me,
Talk
this
to
is
me.
my best.
Talk
The
to me.
Hulk, bro.
The Hulk.
The
Which
Hulk,
one?
the first one, bro. The very
With
first one.
Eric Banner.
Yes.
Oh, who's that guy? Not Eric
No,
Banner.
not Eric Banner, man.
Is
that
who's
guy? It's
I see his name, but yeah, I see that.
yeah,
guy.
man. That Hulk.
Yeah. Mark Ruffalo is the
No, it's not Mark
current
Ruffalo.
is the current Hulk.
Yeah,
But
man.
I forget. Yeah, but I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Bro, that movie
Okay.
is too much. That movie
You
is
mean it's
too
the best
much.
for you in Marvel completely? Like till now in Phase 5. Like completely. We've had like the 10 Rings with Shang-Chi.
That didn't do it for me.
We've had
didn't do it.
Didn't like
breakaways.
it.
Huh?
You didn't like it?
No,
I think for
no.
me, the Marvel movie that is not doing it for me is the one that got released this year in May, Thunderbolts. I am
I haven't watched
so confused. I
Thunderbolts.
watched it.
So
It's so it's I don't want to I love MCU, right? But that movie is no, it's not doing that.
I need to go watch Thunderbolts. 'Cause
Thunderbolts is a
coming
nice
from-
movie, bro.
It's coming from
it's
Black
a
Widow.
continuation of it's-
Black Widow.
of not
Black-
just Black Widow, of the old.
I mean, obviously it ties
Yeah, the
into,
Marvel
the,
MCU.
into the
Yeah,
Yeah, but
cinematic
not each and every
universe,
single one
right?
of them. But some are like like
No, the most
main
recent ones.
Yeah, the main characters. That lady from Black Widow, the one with the short hair and there's like a Russian accent. Yeah,
That's
so
Black
that's
Widow's
the
sister.
yes,
Yeah.
Black Widow's sister. So that's the one that like the movie literally starts with her, and then it. I don't want to. It's like very confusing. I don't know. Maybe it's confusing because I literally only watched it for like.
confusing for you only though.
Have you watched it?
Yes, I have watched it. Yes, I have watched it.
You've watched the
Sentry.
Thunderbolts?
Sentry, yes. Sentry is the name of the superhero. And then when he becomes the villain, he's Void. Yes, I have watched it. I have watched
No,
it.
I'm just asking about the Thunderbolts. Have you watched Thunderbolts?
That is the movie I just said now. Yes.
For me, I work as in like, you know, like,
Yeah,
okay,
man.
right.
The camera.
Even the Celestials is much more better than Thunderbolts.
No.
Look, man, I
bruh.
haven't watched the Thunderbolts,
me.
but I need to go watch because I
You really-
recently
yeah.
I recently watched.
Thing is, I can't spoil it now.
Captain
Yeah,
America.
Captain America also
Ah,
watched it
that
too.
sucks. That movie is
Okay, for me,
Captain
it's
Marvel or Captain America?
Captain America.
Oh.
with Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
Right,
Like
okay.
he's like the new Captain America.
America.
It sucked. Yeah, because they took so yeah.
But
so
there
with-
is also
with
the
Thunderbolt.
Hulk.
Listen. With Thunderbolt, they took that Captain America, they squashed them inside Thunderbolt. They took Black Widow's
No, the
sister.
Captain America, I get it, is so from after what's the last one? Infinity War.
Infinity War, yeah.
So after Infinity War, they did breakaway shows, right?
Yes.
Loki got his own spin-off.
Everybody got their
Hawkeye
spins.
got his own spin-off. There was also Moon Knight, a new hero. Had his own spin-off. The Hulk also had his own spin-off.
And
so
then
they
we
all
ended up
had
having
like,
She-Hulk under the Hulk spin-off.
they all had
She-Hulk
like spin-off. Yeah, she sucks completely.
Yeah.
No, like they were trying, and I'm all for women empowerment and all of those
But
things. But the
that movie's-
direction that MCU was
Sucks.
taking
Sucks.
was this woman empowerment thing where people, all the Avengers and the heroes up to that point had worked to get to
They
their
worked
powers.
so much, and then you
She-Hulk, 2
out of
minutes, 2
nowhere
minutes,
come
you're-
out of nowhere. Brr, you're a lawyer.
Don't get me wrong. I love Captain
come
Marvel
on.
as well. I love her.
Yeah.
I love her, especially with the movie that they did with the Marvels.
With Captain Marvel, I feel like the direction they came with, how they landed her character was perfect.
It's cool,
Yeah.
And at the end of Infinity War, where Captain Rogers disappears, and that whole thing, how they did it.
yeah.
Cool, I get that. But with the Thunderbolts, I haven't watched. I've seen trailers. I mean, it's like a continuation of. Hey man, you know how the
Thunder,
MCU
yeah, it's
ties
everything
into,
ties.
It's
into
from
one, it's one story.
Who's that lady who uses purple magic? The
Purple
spin-off
magic.
the spin-off that they did with who's that lady, man, with the red who does magic?
With the purple magic.
Are you
wait,
talking about
wait.
Wonder?
Wonder,
there you
Wonder
go.
Vision.
Right,
See
yes,
Wonder Vision, the
yes,
spin-off.
yes.
Wonder Vision tied into the second Doctor Strange, right?
Yes, yes,
And then
yes.
Wonder Vision also has a spin-off of its own with that lady. Who's that lady, man? It was released last year.
Which lady?
Agatha.
Oh, Agatha.
Oh,
Agatha
yeah.
all
You know what I'm
along.
trying to
Yeah,
say?
yeah, yeah.
it was
yeah.
Agatha all along.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Agatha also ties, like, you know,
The MCU is like one big.
so Thunderbolts,
yeah.
can I give man Eagle? Can I give man the
Well,
now-
Hawkeye.
No, not Hawkeye.
Which
the
one?
other one who flies, Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie,
what's
the
the name
now
of the character?
Captain America. But
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I forgot the
Yeah,
name that
but
he
yeah.
has, but I get a very own Captain
With
America.
Bucky.
There's a
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
with
see,
Bucky
I see him. I
Barnes,
see him. I
right?
just
So Thunderbolts
get
is a
the name.
spin-off of spin-offs.
It's a whole
It's
lot
a
of
spin-off of
spin-offs.
spin-offs.
Because Thunderbolts is essentially they made because you remember Superman died, right?
Yes.
Yes. So Thunderbolts is kind of a new age Superman, I could say. But at the same time, he has like a split personality.
It's like a Thunderbolts are an equivalent of what the Avengers were. So
Basic-
that lady is trying to build a team of superheroes that are not the Avengers.
The Avengers.
Because now the
That-
Avengers
yeah.
have now like
the Avengers have gone.
died
Yeah,
in a sense
gone.
as a group, right?
Yeah,
they
But
have.
what they're trying to do with the MCU, I think,
Bring
how
it
I'm
back,
seeing it,
nah?
they're trying to bring in new
'Cause also-
young heroes.
Yeah.
Where Spider-Man could potentially be the leader of.
Oh yeah,
the new
Spider-Man's still
age-
alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the new
Spider-Man's
age,
still yeah.
Avengers. So
and they could also possibly also feature Miss Marvel, Kamala something. This girl, yeah, she
They
has
have
her
to. I
own
mean, it's
series
MCU.
called Miss Marvel, and then she acted on the other
MCU.
Marvels with Captain Marvel movie. So they're probably gonna also include her because like she's also like they also try to one thing about Marvel, they also like literally try to include almost everybody. So for them in the world, she's the first Muslim superhero.
Yeah.
And she's
dope.
female.
Dope. So, yeah, with the Hulk, right? With the Hulk. The Hulk that I like wasn't the first one. The first one was made in 1977. I was meaning to say
the latest one, not the old one.
not the old one.
So there's the
one
Incredible
that-
Hulk in 2008, and then there's the Hulk with
Eric Banner. Yes,
like I
that's the
mentioned,
one.
Eric Banner.
Yes, oh bro.
In 2003.
Bro. That Hulk, bro, just makes me fucking. You know.
I see
Words.
It sinks,
see you.
it sinks,
I
bro.
see you.
That
I see
movie,
you.
yeah, that movie is the one, bro.
Is
that
your
movie's
favorite?
the one, yeah.
Yeah.
That
No, I
one.
see you, I
Stan
see
Lee,
you.
Stan Lee was cooking, man.
But for me, you know what remains is the MCU in its entirety. Like
Yeah.
you have to pick a struggle, Mr. B. You
He
can't.
has to. You can't say I'm
Between Chiefs and Pirates,
I'm a Chiefs fan. And
I
then
love
when
the
Pirates
example
scores-
that you used, and
bro.
I reiterate it. You have to choose a struggle between Chiefs and Pirates.
Bro.
Versus Chiefs.
Which one are you voting for?
It's the derby. Like we beat them last month. We took the country.
But it's not Chiefs. It's not Superman versus.
In this case, it's Marvel.
It's the
versus
entire
DC.
universe is
Everyone
with-
versus everyone.
Yeah, but
You know?
you see, okay.
Yeah, please
You can,
grab the
here's
mic.
my
Grab the mic.
Here's
Grab the
my
mic.
thing. Here's
Grab
my
the
thing.
mic.
Right before he speaks, before Mr. B speaks, you can appreciate, right? Like Mo is doing. Mo is going. I love Batman Rises.
Yes.
The Dark Knight Rises. Right. That's a great.
The one
movie.
with Bane.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I
Both
was
of them. The
born
Dark
in
Knight
the
Rises.
darkness.
Christian Bale is Batman, guys. I don't care what
Yeah,
you say.
he's the only Batman
right?
that can- yeah.
and Matt Damon
original
is not my favorite.
OG.
Just that as an actor, as an individual.
Christian
he's not my
Bale
favorite.
killed it.
But even
killed
as
it.
Batman, he's no man. But yeah, besides that, those two movies were great. Out of all the Batman movies that have been done, those two movies, guys, Batman Rises and The Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark
and
Knight
Batman,
Rises, yeah.
The Dark Knight, nje. Those were great movies.
Too litty.
I love those movies. Not just being part of the DC universe, but just as movies in general, right?
The
And
cinematography behind it and everything.
Suicide Squad,
Makes
the
sense.
first one, killed it. The one with John Cena and Idris
Bro,
Elba,
ish.
it was cool, but it's like,
Thing is, when
You know what I'm trying to say?
it comes to these movies, now, when you are the originator of a movie and then you pass, now, and then the
Someone else takes it
predecessors,
over.
yeah, they just take the storyline.
look, I mean, it's interpretation and
completely
stuff like
different.
that.
I mean,
It's
Make it a bit
interpretation.
weird.
The first one, I agree with you. The first Suicide
Suicide Squad
Squad.
was trash.
The bit.
Will
It even-
Smith.
Bro, it even made me look.
Deadshot.
Bro, it even make
Deadshot.
Bro, Deadshot. It doesn't miss. And that was the first black guy that acted as Deadshot because usually he's a white guy. Bro, that movie made me. Bro, I was clenching my fist to say, when is the second one dropping? When is the second one
And then it
dropping?
came out, and
then it
it's
came
like,
out. I'm like,
look, man, Idris Elba is
what happened?
exact
What happened?
superhero as Deadshot. They do it the exact same thing.
Bro, I'm like,
Even with John Cena. John
And
Cena
then-
also uses guns in that.
Nah, no, John Cena wasn't supposed to. And then the polka dot guy as well. Like, what?
And then the rat lady.
Ah, bro, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing?
And then the Chuck
Where you
person.
taking
It's
this?
like, guys.
Where you taking this?
You know?
Ah, man. I didn't,
So
I
you
didn't
can
like
have
it.
you can have movies that you love and appreciate in either or of the universes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But as a fan,
Pick your poison, man.
I have a
Pick
I have
your
a friend.
poison.
I have a
Pick
friend.
your poison.
Mutswiri. Kutlwano man is like, I'm DC. Always and forever.
whole time.
He loves DC like no one's business. He's like Batman and Superman are the superheroes. And of course, yes, those are the first superheroes that like we were introduced to
Yes,
in the
yes.
world. And then Spider-Man is also like one of the oldest superheroes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
In the world in general.
Yeah, in general.
But you have to pick a struggle, Mr. P. You can't say there's nothing wrong with appreciating
Choose
and
your
loving.
poison. Pick your
But
poison,
if,
man.
If it's Chiefs versus Pirates, it's Chiefs versus Pirates.
Okay, let's say they're
Okay,
not
let's give, a,
playing.
let's give a
MCU
different
versus
analogy. Let's give a
DC.
different
Let
analogy.
me finish. It's Chiefs versus Pirates.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
There
sir.
will be a winner.
Uh-huh.
Who's the winner here between
Marvel,
DC?
all day, every
Marvel's
day.
been winning.
MCU.
How did Marvel beat DC?
Best ratings.
No, we're talking characters, right? What
Okay, give me a character, then I'll give me
Superman,
DC. Superman. Captain Marvel.
Ah man, I mean,
See?
What you mean? What you
Look,
mean?
now
Captain
you-
Marvel is
no,
actually equivalent to Supergirl when you look at it.
I mean, there's
You see Superman.
Okay, cool. Sentry.
no. Here's the thing,
No,
Mr. B.
What I'm saying is, what you're saying is who's better in terms of the characters?
No. That's
No,
not
we're
what
saying-
I'm
we're
saying.
saying- we're saying-
No, you're saying.
You can't root for both teams. Choose one.
Yes.
You can't stand in the middle of the fence.
And what if it's a team where they go into the field and battle it out? I have to take sides. But here they're not even battling
Yeah, but
the
here's-
same thing. So the question is, if I were to say, who can beat
Superman.
Superman?
Hey man, that's
Sentry
that's-
can beat Superman.
No man, no.
Sentry can beat
No,
Superman.
here's the thing.
Sentry can beat Superman, guys.
no,
Probably
Steven,
Loki.
Here's the thing.
Wait. Let me pull up a video.
Here's
Let me pull
the
up a
thing,
video.
Mr. B, and I love what you're saying now, right? And now you're getting into the nitty gritties of it, and like at the core of it, and at the essence of it. When we're talking character or superhero versus superhero,
Yeah.
there's from both sides one that can beat the other, one that is better than the other. Even with villains, I've these videos that I consume. This guy who loves Spider-Man, but acknowledges that there's superheroes in DC that can mop the floor with Spider-Man. Right,
Bro.
and vice
And
versa.
vice versa, yeah.
But here, I think we're talking holistically as opposed to individual characters from both universes, right? It's not. Let's say Chiefs and Pirates are not playing; they're just here. They are. We know them in South Africa as one of three of the biggest teams in South Africa, right? Sundowns, Chiefs, and Pirates. They are there. You can't say you can appreciate players from one team like myself. I'm a huge Chiefs fan with Mo, and I'm sure he can jump onto a comment section and say we can appreciate good players, current and former players in Pirates. Right? It is a good team, and they're doing well right now. Absolutely. But me as a Chiefs fan, I will never support Pirates, even if Pirates is representing the country. Rather we get beaten.
Pirates can play against Chiefs.
Yes, fair. But let's just say we have them
Then
there.
we've got a winner.
Yes,
Here
but
what
we
I'm
have them
asking
there.
is-
So where we come,
How are we comparing?
so where we're
these?
comparing, it's things of character development,
Character development,
cinematography, or one
storytelling.
there's
I
storytelling.
get the storytelling and the ratings. Ne?
Yeah.
Yes,
But in terms of the cinematography,
Yeah.
effects and all of that, they're
Uh-huh.
very much comparable.
No, I wouldn't say
No,
so.
Chief. I
wouldn't
mean,
say
take
so.
take.
Okay, let's take it. Let's,
A similar
let's take
movie.
it from. Okay, let's shy away from the movies. Let's take it to the comics now, because they both have comics.
Yes.
Yes. On the comics, let's compare the comics, DC and Marvel, right? With DC's comics, the facially doesn't have that much detail compared to Marvel.
Marvel.
Also with motion, like for instance, a punch or flying motion. With DC, when DC does that, it looks like you can see to say, yeah, they were trying to make the
Popeye.
character fly. They were trying
Yeah.
to make the character fly.
But they
In
didn't
Marvel,
really achieve
the
it.
character is actually flying because of the strokes they're using. You can see, okay, this character's in motion, not just motion, but towards this direction or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think let's pull up.
Let me pull
those
up.
things side by side.
Yeah, no, we will.
But
Yeah, we will at a later stage.
At a
at a
later
later
stage, yeah,
But
man.
Yeah, man.
For now, yeah.
For me, look, I think maybe we're also coming from a place of biasness, because we love Marvel,
Maybe.
you know. But there's some great characters and great movies in DC. But the latest ones that are coming out, man, that's Superman now. Like, we're revamping Superman again.
Can you
and now
please show this to
we're
the
trying
audience?
to put the dog
just-
in there and stuff like that.
I just want to show you Sentry, right? Because this guy is like the new Superman, but way better than Superman. Stronger, way stronger. Has way much more abilities. A whole lot, man. A whole lot. Let me just start over this thing.
But that's
What
the
thing is that?
man.
Share your screen so,
so-
Brother B can also.
Brother
show the
B, can you
people
see my
that side.
screen?
That's
You can't see my screen.
That's the
Okay,
thing. for
let me do this. NDI. Hey,
you,
man.
You absolutely can compare the
Studio
two,
monitor or webcam? Which one
Here,
do I use?
the
Okay.
the one movies that I can try to outline for you, Mr. P. When you watch the first
Have you
Avengers
received it?
2012 with the kind of, what's that movie at DC where the superheroes come together? What's that movie? Justice League.
Justice League. Oh.
Yeah, Justice League versus the first Avengers that was done in 2012. You can see the comparisons that DC flopped, man.
There's DC disappointed their fans when they dropped. There's a variation of Batman they dropped long ago, where Batman was a vampire, like an actual
yes, I
vampire.
remember
You
that.
remember
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one? Yo, people hated that, bro.
I mean, an equivalent on Marvel is not Moon Knight.
Are we good, technical?
Kind of, who's that guy?
No.
Jared
Steven.
Leto.
How do I do this? Okay, maybe at another time.
No, we'll do it at another time.
another
Kind of,
time.
what's Jared Leto as a vampire? Kind of, what's that?
Jared Leto is
As a
who again?
vampire, it came out in recent years. But yeah, that's like an equivalent. It's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an equivalent
sound is there.
of that thing. So there's spin-off characters from both sides, where the one side did a spin-off character
Of-
and inspiration
yeah.
from the other side, and back and forth. Like for me, with the second Wakanda movie, it's taken from Aquaman, chief. Like, no, man. Like,
The second Wakanda movie,
whack.
man.
It was whack, man.
I liked the other character they introduced, the fish guy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's Aquaman.
I was like, okay.
No, it sucks,
It's
man. That's
Aquaman on steroids, but yeah, man.
But anyway, let's quickly go for a break.
Let's quickly go for a break. Would be right back just now, man. Just now. If you're at home enjoying your coffee, please do enjoy your coffee. It's a cold morning. Not that cold, but cold. Enjoy the coffee. We'll be back just now, man.
The Youth Business Launchpad by Protea Glenmore in partnership with Iatile Events and the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. This Youth Month, all cooks, vendors, chefs, and food business owners are invited to showcase their product offerings on the 28th of June at the Market Day in Protea Glenmore. All we need you to do is to come out in numbers and have the experience of what is going to be taking place right here at Protea Glen. We know that is Youth Month, and we have a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs on the block that are coming up. It is an opportunity for you guys to come in and also showcase what you have. And also, if you love food, just to explore what other people are doing out there, this is a good opportunity for you. So let us go back and look into what is going to be happening. If you make quarters, African cuisines, non-alcoholic beverages, snacks, packaged food like acha, biltong, plates, desserts, frozen foods, this event is definitely for you. We know that there are people who specialize in making that decorated acha, bringing in the spices, the sauces inside of it, man. Also beverages, man. We have seen a lot of entrepreneurs coming up with newly branded beverages that they have made for themselves. So we are calling them to come on this day. So there will be workshops on how to take your business to the next level, mentor and meaty pairing, and online courses from the Vooka Academy, and much more. We know that when it comes to being informative and getting the information that you need for your business is what you need. I mean, we know that starting a business is not an easy thing that you can do as an individual or as a team. So this is an opportunity for you to come there and learn, because Vooka Academy has so much in store for you, man. Right? So propel your food business forward by learning from industry experts. On the day, there are going to be people who have been in the game or in the industry for such a long time who can't wait to share their journey, their experience, and their advices on how you can run a successful business and become as big and successful as they are. So definitely come there in numbers. So as you can see right there, the media launch taking place on June 16, Monday at Protea Glen Mall. Register today on the website you see on your screen and fill out the form and join us on the day. Come on the day on the 28th. So on the 16th is when they are launching the media. The media launching is going to be taking place on the 16th. And then on the 28th, that is when we're going to be having foodies, aboma fobela. If you love food, different kinds of food, quarters that will be sold at the event, do make sure that you get yourself there on the 28th of June this month. So you've got the whole month to prepare yourself, and don't eat things that will fill your stomach on that day. Maybe you can start fasting, because that day will be filled with awesome, great ingredients that you have never seen in your life. You're about to see the creativity of what people do with their food. And also, you don't have to miss out, because every day you're streaming from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. And during those days, we've got something for you, which some of the people who will be there selling their food will be coming right here in the studio to sit down with us on what to expect, right? So you don't want to miss this beautiful event that is going to be taking place right there at Protea Glen Mall. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Yeah, my stomach is ready. Do not worry, guys. I'll definitely be bringing in a hungry stomach.
Another spiritual alignment Thursday, and today we dive into a sacred conversation, one that challenges how we've been taught to think about masculinity, healing, and identity. Yes, today, Ugogo Mkhulu Mafela Nyoga will speak on how African spiritual systems do not limit authority to physical gender. Instead, they recognize the deeper callings of the soul. Ancestral lineages that sometimes assign feminine vessels to carry masculine energy. And of course, vice versa, as we saw last week with Ugogo Madijeng. So, the title Nkulu speaks of an ancestral contract. It means she's simply not a healer, but also a spiritual custodian, one who holds the protection of Abumkulu and the structure of them, and the intuitive nurturing of her feminine nature. As we mark Men's Mental Health Awareness Month here in South Africa, in the shadow of escalating gender-based violence, generational trauma, and the struggles of our youth, we ask, how do we realign spiritually? How do we reclaim the divine masculine as a force of healing, not harm? And of course, how do African ancestral knowledge systems offer us a way forward? As we begin this sacred conversation, we call forward the wisdoms of those who walked before us, ancestors who carried the burdens, and ancestors who carry the light. May their voices guide us into deeper healing for our men, for our women, and for our youth, for our families, and of course, for the nation. So let us begin. Sawubona Thokoza Gogo Mkhulu Mafelanyoka. I just want to start obviously with this first question that I'm sure everyone at home is asking themselves. Mkhulu, let us begin nje with your name. You are called Mkhulu, right? A title that is often associated with Abumkhulu, like oh Babumkhulu. What does this title mean in the context of Indlela Yesintu? So how did your journey lead you to carry this masculine title while being umuntu wesifazane?
Okay, Thokozani, ngowegama uLindiwe, right? Wakanechkweta, and then ligama lika Mafelimpini lezama ngihamba ngiyothwasa. Then I didn't know anything about these things. Ngale ukufunda sengikhona sengingaphakathi. Then kwaqhamuka ukuthini qhamuka ukuthi kunomkhulu ngaphakathi kimi. I didn't understand what did they mean mabazongitshela ukuthi qhamuka umkhulu, because I only knew like umuntu makasephehlweni uthwasa uzoba nogogo. I didn't know anything about umkhulu nanani. But ithe isikhathi masiloku sihamba lento le iye yakhelana ngaphakathi kimi. Ekutheni no nanoma ngithi ngilele bosokuqhamuka nangamaphupho kuza yena loyo muntu loyo, like azisho yena ukuthi njengoba uthiwa ngegama laka Mafelempini yimi umkhulu lo ongaphakathi kuwe engiphila ngaphakathi kuwe. And lokho akusho ukuthi impilo oyiphilayo lifestyle le oyiphilayo ukuthi umuntu wesimame izoshintsha. It doesn't change. Iloku yaqhubeka the way ngakhona, but there's a certain time la kunokuthi unokuzizwa nawe ufile as if ngathi umuntu wesilisa izinto zenzayo nokushintsha kanjalo nje. Yeah.
So of course you talking about Umkhulu Mafelempini, right? But now you are known as Ugogo Mkhulu Mafelanyoka. Please explain to the Vooka Nation ukuthi kuze kanjani ukuthi ubizwe lokho.
Okay. So firstly, mangene ephehlweni mengigaje kwaqala kwaphuma igama leli la kaMkhulu Mafelempini first. And then ithe isikhathi masiloku sihamba, then I dreamt, and then ngavuka ngatshela uGobela ukuthi ngifikelwe iphupho likanje, kufike isalukwazi esingitshela sithi sihamba namanzi. So I didn't understand ukuthi kuthiwani, bengam understand ukuthi uthini. Then uGobela umuntu owangithwasisa wangitshela ukuthi kuzomela sihambe sibhekisisa kahle, probably angabuya futhi, or kuzomela ukuthi sishayele futhi siphahle sibuze ukuthi kwenze njani. Then we did that. Ithe mase ngizogashayelwa futhi, then waqhamuka wazibika wathi mina ngiyisalukwazi esihamba nomkhulu, ukuthi mina ngunyoka yamanzi. So mina ngibahlanganisa boyi-2, angifuni ukuba isolator.
That's true, because ibalance ikuwena.
Yes, ngibahlanganisa boyi-2 angifuni ukubahlukanisa. So hence I'm saying Gogo Mkhulu Mafelanyoka ngiyabahlanganisa.
That's great, because the conversation here namhlanje is obviously finding that sacred balance. And obviously, as I can see, you are sitting with your other half, you know, between and healing the divine masculine. So, ungasichazela ukuthi wena ngolwazi lwakho lwephehlo, right? Kusho ukuthini mesikhuluma ngezivumelano zozalo? Right, indlela umoya udlula ngayo kubulili bomzimba, unokuthi kwenzeka kanjani ukuthi ukhethwe ukuba uhambe lendlela as umuntu wesifazane, kodwa ke kufika umkhulu efuna ukusebenza ngawe.
Okay, so mina I believe ukuthi isiphiwo siqhamuka from usase esibelethweni sika mama.
Yes,
that's what I believe. Mina umntwana mekazala uphuma like izandla zinje zivalekile. So umntwana makazophuma avale izandla kanje, it means ukuthi uphuma nesiphiwo sakhe differently, not ukuthi isiphiwo sokuthi kuzomela makakhula athwase abe inyanga nani. We have different gifts as singabantu, sinama talent are different, you understand? So kunalento le yokuthiwa umntwana uphume uzelwe embethwe.
Yes,
you understand? Uzelwe embethwe, then lento le umntwana as aloku akhula ebuncaneni bakhe khona lezi zinto lezi ezizobonisa ukuthi mana lo mntwana lo there's this something different ngaye engafani nabanye abantwana.
An energy
yes
elentuzana ehamba ngaye,
ehamba naye ayi-1 kuphela kuba bonke nje abantwana basekhaya basejaridini yena there's this something different about him or her ephilayo nje ngaphakathi kuye. Then isikhathi masiloku sihamba kulapho ke ekuthenini there's this thing ukuthi kuzoyenzeka something kuwe, maybe uzoba nama visions or maybe mawulele uyaphupha or like nje uvela utshela umuntu something bese umuntu akhona uzobuya futhi athi man wena last time ungitshele this thing wena but uyithathele ekhanda, do not take it ukuthi hayi man konje ngina ngimtshele
it as like anything special because it's within you.
Yes, until wena moso loku hamba uyilandelela lento le uyibukisisa uyibheka kahle ukuthi kahle kahle kwenzakalani kulapho ke so uzothola khona ukuthi wena ngokuzalwa kwakho from esayidini lakubo mama noma esayidini lakubo baba unesiphiwo esiqhamukayo kuwe esendabuko bese kulapho uzothola khona ke ukuthi ekhaya kwabo baba kwakunenyanga or kwakune yini bathini ama-prophet aba-prophet yes kanjalo hence nezangoma yes it's different yes you understand. So hence wena yingakho uba nento ekanje kuwe then wena sekukuwe ukuthi uthatha istep esinjani uzoyilandelela lento le masoyilandelela kulapho ke sozothola khona ukuthi okay kuqhamuka ukuthi kunekhehla noma kuqhamuka ukuthi kunesalukwazi and mabaqhamuka kanje baqhamuka ngendlela ezingafani. Isalukwazi singaqhamuka sithi sona siwumuntu besikhonza ukuthini kuzisithi isithunywa leso
yes
akusho ukuthi kumele uhambe uyothwasa cha ukuthi nje uphakamisa isalukwazi lesi ukuthi sisebenze ngawe ngokomoya wesonto you understand. Phinde futhi kuqhamuka ukuthi maybe kuqhamuke umuntu oyikhehla leli khehla yigedla igedla umuntu owembayo akusu umuntu ukuthi kumele ahamba wenzani ayothwasa naye cha
uyemba so
ukugubha imithi
yes
ukugubha imithi qhamuke kanjalo noma uqhamuke esinye isalukwazi orelinga ikhehla isalukwazi lesithi sona mina ngifuna ukugida
wow
qhamuka ikhehla lithi lona angifuni ukugida kodwa ngifuna ukuthi into zakho zibe zinhle kuvuleke ukuthi nje kube nomsamo nje ekhaya
just for me to have an altar, a place for you to remember me, a place where you can go there and speak to me.
Nikhulume nami.
So a place of worship, a sacred altar, that's
yeah injalo.
Wow.
So awuvuki nje uthi uwe nje so uyavuka nje so uthi sengiyahamba ngiyothwasa cha lento le iza ngokwendabuko iyazela nje iyazela hayi ukuthi nje wena kumele usukumele uhambe ufike nje ungene endaweni yomuntu nendawo futhi ozo bayakhola endaweni okumele uye kuye yes bakutshela ukuthi sifila comfortable ngomuntu onje noma sifila comfortable ukuthi thina sizokusiza because khona abanye awukuthi amadlozi they feel comfortable ekuthenini sizombonisa thina ukuthi ayenze njani mase simbona ukuthi seka ready seka prepared kulapho ke sesizomhambisa simise emuntwini lo muntu lo sekathinta nje la sekuphelile.
So ngolwazi lwakho what is the difference between idlozi nesithunzi?
Okay idlozi angithi I mean I don't see a difference honestly.
You don't see
I don't see a difference because of idlozi nesithunya both these things abantu abalele right isithunya just nje ukuthi basenza different because of okwesonto
yes
kodwa sihamba ngokomoya naso siyafana nale engele edlozi nedlozi nalo khamba umoya oyi1 umoya oyi1 mangahlala nomuntu owomprofeti la eceleni kwami angakubamba ngokomoya nami ngiyakhona ukukubamba ngokomoya angibona umehluko lapho ukuthi nje indlela esenza ngayo
enisebenza ngayo is what's different.
Yes asisebenzi ngokufana.
Well, I'm glad you made that distinction because I know some of the Vooka Nation and here in studio we've asked ourselves that question. So, but now onto a more difficult subject. As you are sitting, uyazi, with your significant other, you know, healing the divine masculine, whereas ilentuzana, where mama gube ukwelapha umkhulu indlela umkhulu esebenza ngayo nayindlela ugogo esebenza ngayo akufani
Akufani nhlobo.
right but then eMzansi sibhekene nenkinga enzima njengoba ngishilo in the intro of this episode udlame olubhekiswe kuba bubulili so GBV and imindeni ephukile kanye nabafana abasesebasha abasemhlabeni wobuhlungu obukhulu you know where we are dealing with generational trauma when it comes to thina njengoba siphela in the black community so ububona wena ubona kanjani lobu bunzima uma ubuka ngelihlo lika moya so when it comes to ama issues with GBV and obviously you know, the youth that are troubled as young men who are growing up without fathers, right? Wena ngokomoya ubona kanjani kuyi-issue leyo contributayo kulama issues esikhuluma ngawo?
Okay. Yo, that's a very sensitive one. Ne?
Yeah.
It is. As mina ngokuya ngami the sting yonke le eyenzakalayo nje la eMzansi ye-GBV, it's not good. It's not. Akusinto enhle at all. It's not good because of bona labantu esithi thina sithembele kubo ukuthi kumele kube yibo abasiprotectayo mara bona they are doing the other way around and understand. And then abanye abantu banokuba ne-excuse yokuthi yena indlela akhule ngayo ekhaya ubaba omzalayo beka abuser umama o ukhule angena baba leyo nto leyo ihleli ngaphakathi kuye ayimphathi kahle mara lokho akusho ukuthi kumele ukuthi uyindlulisele phambili ukuthi nawo mongabe uzothola umuzi noma ufuna ukuqala ukwakha umuzi kumele wenze lento beyenzwa ubaba ekhaya wena into kumele uyenze ukuthi nje you have to stop lento eyenzakalayo uyigweme ukuthi ube like ngizoyibeka kanjani ube abantwana bakho bazalayo bafunde isifundo ingathi uthi wena mawukhuza umntwana uthi ungayenzi into ekanje whereas when you are doing it it's not right because I understand like asekho safe guys asekho safe especially thina abantu besifazane we are not safe especially uhlala nomuntu uthi ufila safe uhleli naye usafe yonke into nanani conversation nje encane seka yabhasta seke uqala ukushaya kancane from ukushaya kancane kuyanda sinini niyadonsisana sinini mawusokumele uhambe akafuni ukuthi uhambe ufuna ubuye uthi nayi ngiyamthanda ufuna ukuhlala naye at the end of the day gcina sekwenzakalani kuyabulalwana lapho.
True. So mina yabo ngokomoya right kunokuthiwa ukuthi that happens due to an imbalance when njengoba usho like some men don't have like we have that issue in our black communities where abobudi they grow up without fathers and obviously when it comes to now like when you go uyohlola then they tell you umoya wakini like kumele yofuna abantu bakini bakobo baba and so ngicela ukuthi usichazele ukuthi wena ngokubona kwakho ngokomoya right lokho yiyo like angithi how is that what makes the men in our country be filled with so much anger the youth as well the male children in our communities how they are filled with anger and how Tina or how when it comes to ukulapha kwendabuko how we can heal that within them through spirituality through ubungoma through African spirituality.
Okay. Mina ngokubona kwami ne gogo kahle le ndaba le ukuthi umuntu makazohamba athi uyohlola bese bazomtshela ukuthi mele ubheke ubuyele ekhaya mele wenzele imbeleko kumele kwenzakaleni kanjena angithathi lento le as if ukuthi mele bayithathe as an excuse kahle mina ngokwesimo sokumoya gogo ngizokutshela kunomoya osizungezayo kulomhlaba esiphila kuwo okukuthi umoya angazi ngizothi idemoni elifikile elifumbathe abantu besilisa ukuthi lento le seyifike to that extent ukuthi umuntu ufila ukuthi angayenza nanoma yini it's fine if I die it's fine if ngiyaboshwa or in and into ebhlungu ukuthini i-justice system yala eMzansi la ayikho esayidini lethu abantu besifazane.
Okay.
Ayikho honestly kamampela ayikho esayidini lethu because of umuntu uzoba yenzile lento le ngaleso sikhathi leso uzohamba bambopha after a certain time, maybe after 2 or 3 years, uyaphuma futhi ubuyela kuphi estradeni. Bathi umuntu ushintshile. At the end of the day, again futhi lo muntu lo uyabuyela. Bese kuthiwani hayi indaba yokuthi ekhaya akakhuliswanga kahle noma umama wamshiya imbeleko nani. No. Leyo nje yiyo engayi understand gogo. Hence I'm saying ukuthi siyinyanga siyabafundisi, sabaprofeti, siyizangoma, mele sihlanganeni, sibe niyinteni eyodwa. Silwise yonke lento le eyenzakalayo because of kunomoya nje ofikile nje enga understand.
That's true. That's true, because we're seeing that this is becoming a prevalent issue in our societies, in our black homes, in our black families, and the black African family is a broken one, something that we all need to come together and work towards fixing. So wena ngokwazi kwakho kwenzekani uma indoda ingafundiswanga ngendlela efanele noma ingangenanga ezingeni lokuqeqeshwa lobudoda, isiphi isifo somoya wena osaziyo esiqhamukayo kuleli phutha elinokenzeka sometimes emadodeni, which might lead to the issues that we speaking about?
Okay. Okay.
No, it's a good topic because I mean uhamba nomkhulu, right?
Yeah.
And ugogo. So in my opinion, you are where the balance is. You as a vessel, you are in your nature a female, but then you have the guidance and protection of a male spiritual figure, right? So for me, that means, in the realm of umoya, you have that wisdom. Yekuthenini unalo leyo ndlela ukuthi bakubonise bekuhole, especially when we are speaking about these kind of issues. So ngiyacela gogo wena nje ngicela ukuthi ungikhanyisele kancane.
Okay. Yazine I will talk ngizokhulumela kwi experience.
Yes, speaking from experience.
I'm speaking from experience. I've been in an abusive relationship twice. And then lento lene bengiyiboniswa kodwa mina bengayithathele ekhanda. You understand? Bengiyiboniswa esimeni somoya ukuthi okay sharp umuntu uyathandana naye kodwa kukanje, but mina bengayithathele ekhanda ngobani ngizitshela ukuthi ngiphila nomuntu ngiyamthanda kanjalo yabo. Then this person uzohlala naye phansi ngimbuza ukuthi okay sharp ngiya understand ukuthi kunokwata ngaphakathi udineke nani, but yini le elidela ukuthi uze ungibeke isandla. Ngifuna ukunderstand leyo. Then yena uzofuna ukuexplain ukuthi no ukuthi angazi nami ukuthi kusuke kwenzakalani, kuvele nje kuvuke lento engaphakathi kimi. Then mina would ask ukuthi lento le engaphakathi kuwe yini leyo, ayina gama yini, ungiexplainele yona kahle, ungicacisele yona. Uthi uzongiphendula athi no angazi ukuthi ngizokuexplainela kanjani, but mina ngendlela mina engibona ngayo. Hence I was saying yes, hence I'm saying ukuthi kuno moya ozungezayo, but lento le ayiqali manje.
Yes.
Ayiqali manje from dala abogogo bethu
Yes, it's generational trauma.
Iyaqhubeka. So and then kunalento le yokuthi bazothi isizukulwana lento le iyandlulelana kanje. So shuthi azange bayivale ekhaya.
Yes.
Seyiyandlulela umkhokha kahle. Iyandlulela and mayindlulela kanje iphinde indlulela nasenganeni.
Yes.
Awusazi nokuthi kwenziwe njani, akusena nendlela yokuthi ivalwe ngoba seyindlulela, ngoba mayivalwa mele kuyoqalwa sibuyele phansi, sibuyele sicalelele ekugcineni kuqala.
Is it possible ukwenza ukubuyela emuva kodwa ukwelapha from the back, like to go and ancestrally and spiritually so silapha ukugula okufana nalokho from emuva?
Yes, it is possible. It is possible because of angithi njengoba ngithwasile kanje ngikhuluma nabantu abalele, right?
Yes.
Abanye angibazi, abanye ngiyabazi.
Yes.
But they do listen to me, they do come kimi ngokwamaphupho spiritually nje kanjalo nje. So njengoba ngisho ngithi siyakhona ukuthi sibuyele emuva, silungise lento le, siphahle senze yonke into ukuthi siyacela ukuthi lo mkhokha lo owenzeka sicela ukuthi uphele.
Yeah, that is a deep one. That is a deep one. And I'm glad that you said you are speaking from personal experience.
Yes.
Ukuthi wena wawuboniswa ukuthenini, you know, this person has a spiritual struggle. Yes. This person has a spiritual problem. And as umuntu that is in the relationship, yes, wena as a woman, because you are naturally a nurturer, uyafuna nje ukuthi no, but umuntu wami lo, this is my person, and I want to just, you know, comfort them as of this world. But, you know, spiritually, you are shown that there's a deeper issue. Ekuthenini no, kunomoya that needs to be healed deeply, a generational trauma, a wound, a generational wound that needs to be healed spiritually. And of course, now that is the conversation that we're having today. A quote from Ubabu Credo Mutwa, and I will speak it in Zulu. So, Credo Mutwa ati, uma ibalance phakathi lobudoda, gobudoda nobufazi iwela. Isizwe silahlekelwa umphefumulo waso. That's a deep one. Uyakholelwa yini gogo ukutheni gogo mkhulu ekuthenini isizwe sethu silahlekelwe umphefumulo waso. Futhi siqala kuphi ukusibuyisela emphefumuleni waso, since you said kunalo moya ozungezayo, so thina siwulapha kanjani lo moya?
Okay.
Especially ebantwini bethu besilisa.
Yeah, I do. Ngiyakholela to lento cethu ukuyikhuluma negogo. Lento le ezingishilo ukuthi ifuna ukuthi mesingabantu sijuleni ngalendlela leyo ukuthi sifuna ukuthi sihlangane sibuye sibe yilento besiyiyo.
Yes.
Yonke lento le ubugebengu ama GBV nani ziphele nje enhlobo, yonke le moya nje yenzakalayo iphele nje. Mele nje sijuleni sikhulekeni kuphahlwe kwenziwe yonke into nje gogo ngokwesimo sendlela engiphila kuyo mina engikhule ngayo ngokwesimo sendabuko. Yes.
So sikenza kanjani lokho ngokwesimo sendabuko? Angimele ubachazele because bona abazi njengoba wena uyazi, bona abazi, so bachazele bona ukuthi ngokwesimo sendabuko sikwenza kanjani lokho.
Ngokwesimo sendabuko kuyaphahla kuyiwe emsamo.
Siyaphahla.
Uyaphahla uye emsamo nikhuluma nabantu abadala. Mongabe ekhaya abazijwayelazanga lezi zinto zokuphahla ukuya emsamo, bathole umuntu ozobasiza, ozobahola kuyo yona lendlela le.
A spiritual guide, someone like yourself.
Yes, ozobahola ukuthi makanje kumele senzeni kanje nakanje nakanje. Angithi uzoba akhuluma namadlozi wakhona ngaleso sikhathi leso. Amadloziwo azoba amnikeza impendulo le uzoba ayinikeza bona labo bantu azobahleli nabo ukuthi i-solution to whatever is happening nayi.
Oh, yeah, no.
But it's very
deep
and it's difficult.
It's quite a difficult conversation that we're having today. And of course, spiritually, we are looking to align you, Vooka Nation, so that you too can join the conversation. So do make sure that you send us all your questions and opinions on the matter. So, so in the Western world and in the Western culture, sivame ukubambeka engxoxweni between ezokuhlukanisa owesilisa nowesifazane. You know, we're always having these gender wars where it's man versus woman. Kodwa ngokomoya wesintu, right? Kujulile into ejulile ukuba umuntu esifazani nokuba umuntu wesilisa. Njengoba ushilo wena noma ungenwe umoya womkhulu, it didn't mean that you had to now change your lifestyle and now, you know, be masculine presenting, right? Ungachaza ukuthi kudlula kanjani ubudoda nobufazi obungcwele nangaphakathi komuntu oyedwa. So how do these spirits exist in one person?
How do they exist? Okay. ngesimo sokuphila.
Ngesimo sesintu gogo like
Ngisho khona ngithi
Oh,
ngiyachaza.
yaphila
Yes, ngesimo sokuphila ngendlela mina engiphila ngayo mina. Kuya exista kwethu ngimi. Kuya exista but that doesn't mean ukuthi mele ngishintshe indlela njengoba bengishilo vele ukuthi mele ngishintshe indlela engiphila ngayo. Akusho kanjalo. Uyabona ufana nomama ngizohamba ngithi ngisemgidini gogo. Mangisemgidini it happens ukuthi ikhehla vele lizovele echamuke yabona kuzovele ngishintshe indlela nobhuti naye ngizothi mangihambe naye emgidini unokungimangalela athi hayi wavile washintsha nje ebusweni ngathi namhlanje uyindodanyana so ngithi no indawo enguyo the place
spiritually the realm in which you are spiritually.
Lo muntu ongiphethe uyayifila ukuthi kumele azichamukise azibonakalise. Yes. Ngisho nogogo naye kunokufika isikhathi sokuthi ashintshe naye aqhamuke ngendlela aqhamuka ngayo. Understand? So yeah, it doesn't mean ukuthi I have to change indlela engiphila. Abantu kumele ba change indlela abaphila ngayo.
It's just the energy.
Yes, just the energy nje. Kuya ngokuthi futhi kuya ngokuthi umuntu ubani uyithatha kanjani indlela le aphila ngayo. Because we do not take it the same way.
That's true.
Yeah,
so ukuba umuntu wesilisa nokuba umuntu wesifazane ngomoya is there a difference or what is the difference actually ngokomoya? Is there a difference when we're speaking about this? Because like I'm saying, they exist within you, and ukhethe umkhulu could have waited until there was a male descendant in the bloodline or in the lineage to ukuthi avele, but wavele wakhetha wena umuntu wesifazane, uvele wazalwa vele umuntu wesifazane njengoba usho wazalwa umbethe this gift that you have. So manje, for those who do not truly understand the concept, ngicela nje ubachazele ukuthi ngokomoya when it comes to mabakhuluma ukuthi umuntu wesilisa or umuntu wesifazane, what's the difference?
Okay. Ngokomoya when they say ugene umuntu wesilisa, angithi usuka afikile lo muntu loyo. Yes. And ufika ngendlela ezi different. Ufuna umenzela umsebenzi wakhe makazongena kuwe usuke akuboni makayekele ungene emuntwini wesilisa wakhetha ukuthi uzongena emuntwini wesifazane usuke abonile ukuthi lo muntu lo umuntu engazi ukuthi uzokwazi ukuhandle each and everything eza kuye spiritually ngendlela mina engifuna aphile ngayo ngokomoya ngokulwa komoya ngokula physically.
Yes.
But kakhulu iqhamuka ngokomoya.
Yes.
Nakubantu besifazane same thing ukuthi mangabe umuntu wesilisa uzongenwa ugogo basuke babone indlela umoya wakhe ophansi ngoba most of the time izalukazi abantu abaphansi akusabantu abakhulumayo kakhulu akusabantu nje abanolaka basuke babone indlela aphila ngayo.
Yes.
Physically yena kuyena self akanje. Usuke ambonile ukuthi okay mangizongena phakathi kwakhe ngiyazi ukuthi ngizohlala ngizozinza ngizathola yonke into engiyifunayo kuye.
Wow.
Yes. Mabangena boyi2 kusho khona ukuthi uzoyenza yonke leyo msebenzi yabo boyi2.
Wow.
Because inokwenzeka ukuthi bafike same time boyi2.
Impela as they have. I'm sure kuwe.
Yeah.
So when they do that, how do you navigate? Kwenza kanjani mabafika bobabili kuwe at the same time?
Azi honestly ngitshele mabafika kimi ngiyachange ngiba umunye umuntu understand ukuthi kwenzakalani because sometimes nokuthi ngifuna angisuka umuntu
oppositive. So you feel split.
Yeah, like angisasolindiwe kuyashintsha yonke into nasekhaya nje kuyashintsha. Uyazi naye kuyashintsha yonke into. Sometimes angisuka umuntu oppositive yena but kunokufika lento leyo ukuthi ngifuna ukuphuza itiye. He knows ukuthi angiyazi mase ufuna itiye so shuthi isalukwazi sesikhona. After a certain time sengizofuna ukubhema. I want to smoke a cigarette.
Wow.
Same time boy2 itiye cigarette same time ngaleso sikhathi leso. Then ngizofuna ukuthi sengiyadonsa manje ngokwesimo somoya ukuthi labantu engihleli nabo bame kanjani. Umkhulu udonsa ngendlela yakhe, ugogo udonsa ngendlela yakhe. And abakhulumi ngendlela efanayo. Umkhulu ukhuluma ngephimbo lakhe, ugogo ukhuluma ngendlela yakhe.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm a comment here from YouTube on our channel where there are some people with some questions, and I hope you can answer. Gogo. So the first one is from Musi Mist. He says, TC, can we get an explanation of what the difference between Isangoma and Inyanga is?
Okay. Sangoma.
Yes.
Number one. Sangoma siyathwasa ne. This thing but siyaliphuza siyaliphalaza siyagida isangoma.
Isiyagida isangoma.
Isangoma siyagida. And then inyanga ayigidi. But asiboni kokufana lento le. Mina ngikhuluma ngendlela mina engi understanda ngayo ngithi abanye abantu bazoyibona ngendlela but mina ngokuyibona ngami. Isangoma siyagida angithi sangoma siyathwasisa. Siba nabantwana bamadlozi siyathwasisa siyalapha naso futhi angithi yes and then inyanga iyalapha nayo kodwa ayigidi uyagubha futhi inyanga.
Okay, so that's the difference in the sense ukuthi isangoma basically because of that sangoma ugidela ingoma. Yes, for yena to invoke spirit udinga ingoma ukuze agide. And then but then inyanga yona umuntu ekuthenini uboniswa imithi and then
uyahamba uya nokubona uyabona.
Okay. And I hope that answers that question. And another one, okay, so that was just a comment to say, so there isn't a difference between idlozi, isthunywa, nabaphansi. So in all, I guess we can call it the God consciousness. Okay. And of course, then there's another one pertaining to this where a comment says, what happens when you're a female and your guide, meaning yabo umuntu ophethe, is male?
Okay.
And refuses umuntu othandana naye akamfuni. Kwenzeka kanjani, like wenza njani when that happens, and kusuka kwenze njani when that happens?
Okay. Talking from experience.
Yes.
Ngiyabika qala. Mele umbike. Obviously vele abafuni nje nhlobo banesikhwele kakhulu when it comes to uzohlangana nomuntu wesilisa baba nesikhwele. So mina from my experience ngiyambika kuqala ngiyamcela kumkhulu ukuthi ungamangali kunomuntu oswa ngithi niyazi ukuthi siphile emhlabeni wenyama and emhlabeni wenyama mele siphilisane singabantu ngeke ngiphile ngedwa mele nami ngiwakha umuzi womunye ubaba ngithi so ngizombika kwigama lakhe nokwesibongo ukuthi umuntu kanjeni ngamangali ngiphilisana naye.
So bona bayamhlola kuqala ngokomoya bona njengoba umbika it's for the process of approval.
Yes, before ngizombika ngithi sizobe siphila leso sikhashanyana leso and then mina ngokomoya sengizoba ready ukuthi yazi manje sokumele ngihambe ngiyombika. Mase ngimbika bona yiba bazobuya kimi futhi bangitshela ukuthi sikuzwile ukuthi uthini.
And then that's when they approve or deny him. So what happens when they deny? But okay, sikuzwile uyambika, siyambona, asimfuni.
Bayamkhipha.
Oh, in the sense of nizolwa, kuzoba nengxabano, and then in the end, anisathandani.
Bayamkhipha. But angithi kunengxabano zokuthi ingxabano nje abantu
like
abathandanayo.
of course.
But kunalezi ezithi ubone na ukuthi hayi la kusho khona ukuthi nje akadingeki inhlobo abamfuni. Baze bafike baze bakubonise yena nasemaphupheni mebayenza something or bakubonisa ingozi ngaye. Lapho sekuyasho nje ukuthi abamfuni at all.
Wow, okay, and now, of course, the conversation is getting hotter with more comments, as I see here on YouTube from Ukarabo Benjamin Ntorwane, who's also Ubani Umkulu Daniel. Okay, so Niyazani Amazi.
He's my friend.
Oh, nice, nice. Ati Togoza Koko Mafela, we see you and appreciate you sharing the knowledge. Idlozi lingena emuntwini ngoba lifuna However, the gender doesn't really matter. Ubuthwasa is a process of to healing.
heal,
Wow, amazing. And then Uneli Mgoduga comes back and says, Gogo Mafela, we see you with a heart. So you've got support right there. And then obviously our Banele Mngqi is asking, so how does the partner deal with Umkulu coming? How does he handle another male energy in the house?
Ziphendulele.
No, esingithandana naye. Okay, right. Mina nguDumsana kwaNgcobo. Ngazwana noMaphela sekunesikhathi. So ezinye isimo njengoba ngazisile ngaye nami ngisazi ngiyas-understand. So ngiyakuhlonipha into akuyona. Uyangithola. Ngaso sonke isikhathi futhi ngiyamsupport. Ezinye izinto mazivela makazongitshela nami nginokuhlehlela emuva. Because masifika lesimo sakhe sikamkhulu nawe unokuchange njengenzele ezinye izinto ungazi-understand. But ngenxa ukuthi manje ngiyamhlonipha and ngiya-understand lento akuyo nokuyehla kancane. Yabo.
So wena it's a matter of ungene kule relationship understanding izinga or the position that you will be playing.
Yes.
Okay.
And manje lento lena phela ikuye, which means mayekuye lento lena nami fanele ngenzeni ngibambisane nayo.
Wow.
Sikwazi ukuya phambili endlela yindi.
So Gogo wena, in your opinion, njengoba esho kanje, is this the ideal partner for Idlozi Lakho because of his understanding and so when we come and we talk about partnership and finding the balance when you are ruled by two dominating energies within one vessel, ekuthenini they look for the partner that will be understanding, the partner who will be respectful, the partner who will hold you to a regard of saying you are not just of this world, but also they see beyond you. Bekuphathela ezingeni eliphezulu. Is that how the selection process happens, in your opinion?
Yeah, mina ngokwami ngendlela engibone ngayo nangendlela esihlakane ngayo. Oh, dala angazi.
Yes.
Like from dala ukuthi nje since from ngisasomntwana ngisafunda primary yabona ngakathwasi ngakayenzi nix. So kwenze ukuthi azange sikwazi ukuthi sihlangane ngaleso sikhathi leso. We only met last year nakhona ngithe mase ngihlala phansi ngiyibheka lento le ngokwesimo somoya like ulethwe Idlozi because of yena the way I explain ngakhona indlela yakhe ukuthi bengifuna ukuza kuwe kodwa khona lento le beyingivimba, you understand. So shuthi ukuza kwakhe ulethwe Idlozi yim.
And that's why gay.
That's why si understandana naye.
So is that a sign? So when you get into a relationship and then the relationship seems to be easy, not easy as in like there is no misunderstanding, because misunderstanding is something that happens to everyone, relationship or not. But the green flags, like he's understanding, he's respectful, umuntu ukuthi uyakwazi ukuthi acabange before act and things like that. So yizi into abazibhekayo, and that these are the green flags for Idlozi when it comes to that. Okay, I see that. So manje, you know, we're going to go and talk about ukwelapha imindeni yabantu abamnyama, right? Ukrido muta uyasikhumbuza umfazi uzala indoda. Indoda ivikela umfazi. Bobabili baphuza emfuleni ofanayo wokuphila. So umndeni wabantu abamnyama uhluphekile, you know, uhlupheke kakhulu. So uhlupheke izukulwane nezizukulwane njengoba wena wawusho at the beginning of this conversation ngenxa yamanxeba as we spoke. Ukuphazamiseka okubangelwa ingcindezi and ukungabi khona kobaba, as we've spoken and touched on, ukusetshenziswa kwezidakamizwa nodlame. Ukwelapha kwendabuko kungayilungisa kanjani imindeni yethu ukuze siqede lemizila emibi?
Okay. Yeah, ne.
Ayiyazi ngikufaka emanzi nashisayo gogo nkulu, but as in I know that you've got this.
As much as ngishilo gogo ne usabubuze le question ekuqaleni ukuthi mele masi singabantu sibophilisana. Sibo ebunyangeni esontweni, like everywhere, regardless ukuthi umuntu akabelieveli ebunyangeni akabelieveli esontweni nanani ufuna ukuphila impilo yakhe, but at the end of the day masingabantu mele sibosizana. ingathi mangukubona ukuthi awukho right ngokwesimo somoya or ngokwesimo sasekhaya ngokukhula awukhulanga kahle mele mina ngikuyekelele kulapho that's why kulidela ekuthenini abantwana bamanje bagcine sebabhema idakamezwa bagcine bayenza ubugebengu nakho khona lokushaya abantu besifazane you understand that's why mele sikhulisane as much as mina ngakhula ngisasemncane mina abazali bami bangikhulisa ukuthi umama se-next door umamakho
Yes.
ubaba se-next door ubabakho umuntu omdala uyahlonishwa
So we need to go back to those teachings.
yes lento yakudala le beyenziwa kudala mele siqhubeke ngayo singayiyeki singathi ukuthi ngoba angimaza ngimjwayelanga ngeke ngize ngimbingelele estradeni.
Wow.
And then into khona into kanje in terms of for le violence yabo nthiwathi abantu besimame vela yikho right. Enye into kubalulekile ukuthi sidle ngokhezo lakudala whereby ukuthi abafana bakwazi ukudodiswa abantu abadala yabo but okay right bafana sazi manikhula nokhula nibe neenga but nizohamba nihlangana nabantu besimame so abantu besimame nibahendlela kanje nakuba abantu besimame bekhona amanye amantombazana amadala kunawe kuthiwa amaqhekeza whereby ukuthi bazobatshela ukuthi okay right njengoba manje senizoqoma indlela enizohamba yile nale lento lena shuthi usiko
Yebo.
whereby ukuthi nabo bazokwazi ukuthi okay right masohamba hamba sifike lesigaba lesi sisiphatha kanjani yabo because khona lento le enga esashile namafela ukuthi khona abanye abantu abesilisa abane-enga but bayahluleka ukuyicontrol so which means
Abakwazi ukuyichaza nokuyichaza.
so yabo lento le if mangathola abantu abazobahola njengakudala nje sidle ngokhezo lakudala lento ingaba right because if a person ozohluleka ukucontrola enga yakhe bazi ukuthi mabangamnyathela lana uzolo which means he failed to understand kwayena.
Wow.
Yabo because ngenzeka maybe uzona nomafelo umafelo uyazi ukuthi okay right mabe ngizocabana noDumsane ngizomsukela ngento eso yabo then lento so which means Dumsane uzolwa then sishayini but if I can understand ukuthi okay right yini into etrigger engayami angeke ngikwazi ukulwa nomafela but ngizom-understand ngibheke ukuthi okay right umafela shuthi yenza kanje nakanje athi ngimbuyise phansi ehlale phansi yabo but mangizosuka mina ngilwe naye ekubeni ngithi ngithandana naye uzovukelwa ubani yimi umuntu oqala kufanele ngimvikele because angithi ngiyamthanda.
Hey man, we all need a Dumisani in our lives. No, definitely. Those are quite words of wisdom. And, you know, as a partner to Ukoko Mkulu, those are quite, you know, there is some sort of spiritual guidance you've received just based off of that answer. And thank you for that because now I understand that ezinye izinto, right? So, sivama ukufundiswa, right, ukuthi ukupholisa or healing starts ekhaya, right? So, right, so ngendlela zokwelapha, right, imindeni ngasebenzisa ziphi izinto or what rituals can we do as families so that we can heal together? And obviously, how do these healings help us unite as the Black African family unit?
Okay. Man, obviously ngeke vele nje usuke ufune ukwenza nje umsebenzi but ngokwesintu ukuthi umndeni ubuyelane kulunge yonke into ngithi mele kwenziwe umsebenzi kuyaphahliwa kushelezwe emadlozini mangabe khona umuntu ubaba owashona kudala owashiya emoshile ekhaya elidela ukuthi kwenzeke zonke izinto ezenzakalayo ukuthi umkhokha lo besikhuluma ngawo kumele kushwelezwe kwenziwe umsebenzi bacele uqolo emadlozini ukuthi siyaxolisa la sone khona sithi shwele sishaya isandla phezulu kwesinye ukuthi sicela ningezi ngolaka phezulu kwesimo somndeni ukuthi sesicabana soda shayina soda sazwani understand sicela ukuthi nibuye nganeno nisihlanganise sibe yilento besiyiyo sisakhula siwumndeni.
Because now also when it comes to the Black family unit, angisho njengoba ngishilo we have a lot of households la kube obaba bengekho khona but when it comes to umsamo then ubaba uyafuneka type of thing. So lokho sikwenza kanjani? How do we approach that situation?
mele abe khona umuntu wesilisa vele. They have to go back ekhaya emndenini baze
So-
bamthole.
So it would be a matter of consulta
Yes.
and then kwenziwe imisebenzi okuxhumana namadlozi.
Namadlozi, yes. Mele babuyele angeke kuhlale kungabi nomuntu wesilisa ekhaya. Yes singaphila like akekho la manje but umndeni mkhulu. As much as ngizobe ngishadwe kaNgcobo ubani bani oyoshada kuphi kwabani bani kodwa la sikhule khona. Obviously abomalume abobaba omncane bakhona mele babe khona makuzoyenziwa lo msebenzi loyo.
Okay, so endabeni yentsha, right? As we this conversation is something that we having during a critical month in South Africa, Youth Month, and most of these issues affect our youth and how they think, and that's why we have to stop it from the grassroots level, from but right? So now singabuyisela kanjani intsha yethu endaweni efanele where they are familiar with the African values and principles that African spirituality aims to teach. So iningi lentsha namhla esizweni sethu don't feel like they are like they don't feel ukuthi bahlobene neindaba zimoya, right? Ngenxa yalo mhlaba we social media, like most of them as much as yes right now we see a lot of youth betwasa, but some of them because of the way Google sekugcwele ngakhona ukuthi ukuthwasa is now become trendy and it's fashionable right now, but how do we truly connect them to the true nature of what African spirituality aims to teach us as isizwe simnyama?
Okay. Ngokwesimo somoya gogo ne lento le is as much as ngishilo ukuthi lento le isukela from usazalwa.
Yes.
Esibelethweni sika mama.
Yes.
Isukela from lapho. So obviously uzoba ne background yasekhaya ukuthiwe ukuthi ekhaya bokukhona into kanje bokuphila khona abanye abangayilandelele ukuthenini ukuthi ugogo kagogo wayethwasile bayiyeka nje kanjalo ugogo wathi ufuna mase kafuna ukungena kulo omunye abavumi mase kafuna ukungena kulo omunye abavumi uya understand
Yes.
iloku yahamba kanje but manje kunalento le yokuthi abantwana bamanje intsha yamanje iyalandelela kakhulu iyalandelela ekuthenini ukuthi lento le yini ukukhala ukukhalela uthola ukuthi makafikile endaweni abona ukuthi okay ngisemjiveni ngibona ugela ugcoke kanje nakanje ngifuna ukufana naye nami ngifuna ukuba so ifana khona la ebunyangeni uthola ukuthi makiwe emigidini kugcwala bona vele kakhulu uya understand kugcwala bona kakhulu uba nalento le yokuthi nami ngathi ngaba kanje mara yena into kumele yenze ukuthi mele kulandelelwe ubuyelwe emuva. You cannot just do into nje just because of uhalela ukuyenza because of this le journey le inzima kakhulu ungayibona ngathi easy nje usibona sibahle sigcoke sibe bahle sifaka amabhayi sibe njani but it's not easy. Idinga isibindi idinga ukubekezela ngeke nje uvuke nje uthi mina ngizohamba ngiyothwasa ngifuna ukuthwasa ngenze lento le nami ngifuna ukufana naye. You cannot just do that.
Dimsani?
Ngisa emphasize nami lento le ukuthi nabantu abadala nabo mabafundise intsha iqiniso babafundise ama roots wabo kahlahle wena njengoba ubani namhlanje uphumaphi ithakathelo zakini sithini yabo usiko lwakini lihamba kanjani yabo because kwezinye izinto unokufika kumunye umuntu maybe uhamba ngenye indlela umunye umuntu agcina athi hayi wena nabantu abaphansi okanye khona abantu abakuwo but hayi ukuthi fanele uyothwasa
Yebo.
ngithwala futhi lapha fanele ulungise ezinye izinto zakho then izinto zakho zakukhanyela then abanye bangabi neqiniso yabo bagcina sebayakuthatha bakufaka lapha bayakuthwasisa kanti ngokusiko bengafanele wena uthwase yabo that's why egcineni segcwala izangoma ezinye eziningi nani yabo but if izangoma nazo ezinye ezineqiniso kuzokufanele lokho zikuvimbe sihambise iqiniso fundisa abantu ngokweqiniso so okay kade endlela leni hamba kanje nakanje wena la into uyizele lento lena senza lento kuphela siyandlula sesiqedile ngawo yabo then ne youth izo understand isiko izo understand futhi izo understand ukuthi kahle lana khamba kanjani ngoba phela mawuthi uyabheka most izinto abazenza abogogo kanje izinto eziphilisayo esilaphayo Yeah, uma usubheka abantu bakudala bebangaphile ngamaphilisi nani. Bebaphiliswa yibo bogogo.
Herbs.
Yabo, bebaphiliswa yibo bogogo, which means iqiniso likhona labaleli khona, kodwa khona abanye abayi-twistayo le.
Yes.
Yabo. So, leso ngithi ezinye izinto azibuyele emasesweni. Bazilungise ngendlela right.
Well, I have a question here on YouTube that says, can we discuss the difference between the different styles of uklola or hotlatluba? So from the conventional bone throwing to water in a glass to scribbling on paper. How do spiritually inclined individuals attain these different styles? So kuze kanjani, so uwabelwa kanjani ukuthi wena mele usebenze ngani? But I think you did answer this question in the sense ukuthi kuyakufikela in your dreams or mawuthwasa, am I right?
Sesidlozi lakho gogo kuya ngesimo sedlozi lakho yebo ngiyahlola ngeinhlolo amathambo ngiyawashaya amathambo ngiyahlola ngokwekhanda ngiyahlola ngiyamakhandlela ngiyahlola ngamanzi but yonke lento le ukuze ngiyenze ilento engaphakathi kimi lento engizoyibona automatically seyila yes lapha kahle gogo let me say this amathambo is just a map.
Oh, okay.
Amakhandlela njengoba azoyenza lento nawo imap nje namanzi same thing mangizothi lahlela itiki phakathi leza itiki leza indlela ezizobe zenza ngayo mina while ngimamele lento engaphakathi kimi engibonisayo ukuthi kwenzakalani phezulu kwesimo salamanzi lawo kwenzakalani phezulu kwesimo samakhandlela.
So
as
there
much
are
as
tools
you are
for
able
clarification.
to ukubhula nangeBhayibheli
Ehe.
uyakwazi ukubhula nangeBhayibheli.
Uyakwazi ukubhula ngeBhayibheli?
Yes, I can give you iBhayibheli ngithi ungivulele iBhayibheli and then you read the scripture. Leso scripture leso ngiyakwazi ukuexplainela ukuthi sithini ngokwesimo sempilo yakho.
Wow. Okay, that's the one I didn't know.
Yeah, akufani.
But yeah, no, you just made me think of something because you just took me back to just what a ritual my own mom does. So my mom doesn't go to church. She doesn't do any of that. But when she reads the Bible, she first like sings a church song, prays, and then she just opens the Bible. And that's just something she taught us. That's something that comes from her.
Yeah.
She opens the Bible and just based on wherever she opens the Bible, that's like what probably what spirit wants to say to her.
Yeah.
And there she didn't learn it from anybody.
Yazenzakale.
Yes, you see that's the power of connection to the divine.
Hence we saying akusiwo wonke umuntu okumele ukuthi ahambe ayothwasa.
That is quite true. Because ezinye izinto ziyazizela by you connecting to yourself.
Yes.
So, as we've spoken now about, the youth and whatnot, omunye wenja wathi sidinga abadala abasizayo ngaphandle kwabo sizifundela impilo kwi-internet. So clearly the youth does need guidance, and obviously African spirituality is a tool amongst the Black African community that can assist people when it comes to connecting to themselves and to their roots. So mkhulu gogo mkhulu mafelanyoka before ngaphambi kokuthi ngiqede, right? Well siqede. Nyakumema ukuba uhole ababukeli bethu ekufundweni kwesivumelano sokuphulekisa ukuze balisebenzise empilweni zabo. So what affirmation ngokwakho ne what ritual nje into ebangayenza abantu nje ekhaya without ukuyohlola emuntwini that can help them connect deeper to themselves. Okay, I know you've mentioned ukuphahla, right? But any other thing, because ukphahla, other people do not understand exactly ukphahla, and they don't maybe subscribe or they see it as them straying away from their religion.
Okay.
So what else kind of things as people and as families can we practice as a unit or as ourselves ukuze si connected to a deeper spirit?
I understand you. Ngokwesimo sakudala sokuphila,
Yes.
ne? Obviously akusiwo wonke umuntu olandelelelayo kulezi zinto zamadlozi zokuphahla nani. But enye into abantu abangayenza yabona khona into engasayenziwa manje kulomhlaba esiphila ku lento kuthiwa ama family gatherings.
Yes.
So angazi ngaleso sikhathi nje uzozwa ene ama family gatherings ngiyacabanga ukuthi kulapho khona sesihlangana sonke like
gogo nabomkhulu,
we understand
your cousins,
yes.
your aunts.
So le ama family gatherings accommodator bona laba bangakhona ukuthi bangaphahla bayenze umsebenzi ukuthi kumele sihlabe in nani. So I think they should normalize ukwenza lento leyo ukuthi bayenza ama family gatherings imindeni izobuya ihlangane lapho masilapho wonke umuntu ukhuluma noma yini afuna ukuyikhuluma mangabe ngokuphethe kabi yebo ngivula isifuba sami ngiyakutshela yonke into engiphethe kabi, you understand.
So we need to connect with each other more. We need to talk more as families. We need to start normalizing ukuthi as families we must come together, we must make time for each other to come together and whether to celebrate, whether just to talk, but just to be as a unit.
Yes.
Dumisani, do you have anything to say?
Ngiyabonga siyashaya esikhonkosini.
Ngiyabona ukuthi I know like uyavumelana nalento ayikhulumayo. Okay. So I know Gogo, you also do business. Right? Now apart from the issue that we were just talking about, can you just tell us a little bit more about the business side of your life as a spiritual healer and of course a spiritual guide?
Oh, okay. We business side yami angikho one.
Okay.
Sisebenza partner. Yeah.
In life and in business.
And futhi nakhona he was the one ozena le idea ukuthi akusho ukuthi kumele uphile esayidini lobunyanga kuphela. You have to kube na something enye oyenzayo esayidini. It's either esikolweni or sicala ibusiness something nje. So we came up ne business siqale kancane actually besiqala sithengisa like ama fish bones.
Oh nice.
Understand. So now siya khuphuka kancane uthi like sisifuna ukuthengisa like fast food nje chips, French zonke, understand. And also I also nyathunga futhi.
Yes, I see this beautiful dress. I want one. Thank you. And I'm like, this is beautiful. So, your dresses, you make them also from like a material that is speaking to African spirituality only, or you also use other materials?
I also use other materials angithungi nje lokuphela kuningi nje engikuthungayo yabo.
Yeah.
And then kulezi zobunyanga ezinye engizithungayo like imvunulo zenyanga lezi esigida ngazo. Okay. They bengafundiswa ke uDaniel, umkhulu Daniel.
Oh wow.
Yes. So safundisana sakhulisana kuyo yona leyo ndlela leyo yokuthunga.
So nifundisene like umkhulu Daniel, how do you know him by the way? Like how did you guys meet? Because I see you, Gogo Madijeng, you and Gogo Madijeng both know umkhulu Daniel.
Okay. So uDaniel ukuhlangana kwami noDaniel bokusemgidini and then I was supposed ukuthi ngigide namanye amantombazana i3. So amantombazana i3 they said to me they can't ukugida nami because of nangazi ni hashilo mjaho ngigida kakhulu hey. So sharp ngiyafika ngibathola abahleli nje esayidini ngiyababulisa ne right sharp bengihamba no Manzini. There's this other guy bathu Manzini and then he said to me no yazi vele ungene la mafela ngithi yo mina ngigide nabafana kuphela ngizo angiyazi into atha asamba uzongena. Then mase sifika ngale mase sishintsha kulapho ke sekangitshela igama lakhe ukuthi uhlala eBramfisher same guy mina naye soyithuna sagida kwaba mnandi we exchange numbers. So since nje silokhu siyakhuluma mina naye mase emgidini uyangitshela mase emgidini soyithu sigida soyithu sigida nabanye nje I relationship yethu like uDaniel ungikhulise ngokwesimo somoya futhi nangwesimo ngokwenyama ngizothi ngimthatha njengobhuti.
Yes.
Ubhuti wami omdala he's older than me vele nangokwedlozi he's old also so ungikhulisa ngapha nangapha kahle kahle.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love ukuthi the consistent theme within African spirituality is togetherness. The power of the things that a community of people can do when they unite, whether in spirit or in this physical realm. So, as we close this sacred conversation, remember, Vooka Nation, healing is not an event. it is a return to who we were before the world wounded us, before systems broke our families, before our men forgot their sacred duty. The ancestors are not silent. They are waiting, waiting for us to realign, waiting for us to remember, waiting for us to rebuild what was broken. So, if your spirit was stirred today, don't let it end here, Vooka Nation. Light a candle, speak to your elders, teach your sons, hold your daughters, and most of all, begin the work of healing in your own home. Drop a candle emoji in the comments to declare, I choose healing today. And share this with someone who carries the wound. But do not forget to keep watching, as we are not done with the Vooka Breakfast Show. Stay tuned as we are about to close off another energetic start to the day.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellappeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellappeal Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Serving the perfect and
the youth business launchpad by Protea Glenmore in partnership with Iatile Events and the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. This youth month, all cooks, vendors, chefs, and food business owners are invited to showcase their product offerings on the 28th of June at the Market Day in Protea Glenmore. All we need you to do is to come out in numbers and have the experience of what is going to be taking place right here at Protea Glen. We know that is Youth Month, and we have a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs on the block that are coming up. It is an opportunity for you guys to come in and also showcase what you have. And also, if you love food, just to explore what other people are doing out there, this is a good opportunity for you. So let us go back and look into what is going to be happening. If you make quarters, African cuisines, non-alcoholic beverages, snacks, packaged food like acha, biltong, plates, desserts, frozen foods, this event is definitely for you. We know that there are people who specialize in making that decorated acha, bringing in the spices, the sauces inside of it, man. Also beverages, man. We have seen a lot of entrepreneurs coming up with newly branded beverages that they have made for themselves. So we are calling them to come on this day. So there will be workshops on how to take your business to the next level, mentor and meaty pairing, and online courses from the Vooka Academy, and much more. We know that when it comes to being informative and getting the information that you need for your business is what you need. I mean, we know that starting a business is not an easy thing that you can do as an individual or as a team. So this is an opportunity for you to come there and learn, because Vooka Academy has so much in store for you, man. Right? So propel your food business forward by learning from industry experts. On the day, there are going to be people who have been in the game or in the industry for such a long time, who can't wait to share their journey, their experience, and their advices on how you can run a successful business and become as big and successful as they are. So definitely come there in numbers. So as you can see right there, the media launch taking place on June 16, Monday at Protea Glenmore. Register today on the website you see on your screen and fill out the form and join us on the day. Come on the day on the 28th. So on the 16th is when they are launching their media. The media launching is going to be taking place on the 16th. And then on the 28th, that is when we're going to be having foodies, aboma fobela. If you love food, different kinds of food, quotas that will be sold at the event, do make sure that you get yourself there on the 28th of June this month. So you've got the whole month to prepare yourself, and don't eat things that will fill your stomach on that day. Maybe you can start fasting, because that day will be filled with awesome, great ingredients that you have never seen in your life. You're about to see the creativity of what people do with their food. And also, you don't have to miss out, because every day we are streaming from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. And during those days, we've got something for you, which some of the people who will be there selling their food will be coming right here in the studio to sit down with us on what to expect, right? So you don't want to miss this beautiful event that is going to be taking place right there at Protea Glen Mall. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Yeah, my stomach is ready. Do not worry, guys. I'll definitely be bringing in a hungry stomach.
On the Vooka Breakfast Show, right here, brought to you by the Blinko Network, we don't just have conversations, and we don't just talk like I mentioned earlier on. We aim to have bold conversations with industry professionals, right, and discussions that shift mindsets. And we try to bring you content that is truly all-encompassing, compelling, and of course, thought-provoking, aimed at giving so much knowledge, information, and education, and trying our utmost best to break all the misconceptions that are out there. And we hope that you enjoyed the conversation that Utisi just had with Ulindiwe, but affectionately known as Ukoko Mkulu Mafele.
Yes.
I love that. So informative, and giving so much knowledge, right? And breaking misinformation that we have. And with some of the questions that I was asking, man, it's things that we hear most of the thing as we go on about our day-to-day lives. And we need people like this, and people like Utumsani, who are in relationships with individuals who are spiritually inclined, right? So that they can share their views and perspectives and just what they go through on a day-to-day basis as they are in relationships with individuals who are spiritually inclined, man. I don't know. What did you think of that, Tisi?
I thought it was really informative.
Yeah.
Well, not informative, just not insightful, because I mean, she was speaking from personal experience.
Yeah.
And I mean, having gone through, an abusive relationships, and now having, to come and speak on healing the divine masculine is quite something.
What I also appreciate, and it's something that we've been seeing on a week-to-week basis, especially on Thursdays, is that these young healers now are connected.
Yes.
And they have friendships even outside of
a
the
community.
space. Yeah, the space of spirituality. I love that. And they encourage each other, and they try to be a community, like
and
you
build.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Ukarabo came through just as Ukoko was leaving, saying that he loves and he appreciates. I don't know, I'm trying to get that comment very quickly, but essentially what he was saying is that he loves that. I love the fact that as young healers, we are not focused at Ubunyang alone, but also do business on the side. Ubunyang alone is not a career. I choose healing. I love that. I love
Power,
that,
man.
I love
Power
that. I
to
love
Isizwe
that.
Esimnyama.
Yeah, man. Such
Power
cool
to
stuff,
the black
man.
people of
Because,
South Africa.
a conversation that I was having with a friend yesterday is that, especially as the black society, but I think essentially as
a nation,
a people of the world,
yes,
right? We are not people who were meant to live in silos. We are a people of community, a people of fellowship. And this thing of saying is not what was meant for us, I think, anyway. But it's a non-ending conversation. It's a conversation that we can have for the entire day. But you know that what I try to bring you on a Thursday basis, I mean, since I started bringing back movie reviews, TC,
Yeah, love
is
them.
I try to bring movies that tie into the theme of spirituality and aligning ourselves with the correct and positive and good spirits on a day-to-day basis as we go on our lives. And the movies for today are very interesting, like the ones that we had last week. I think last week we had Inception
And Minority Report.
Minority Report. Very cool stuff. And then this week I want to go higher. A favorite of mine that I came across, or the first one that I'm about to give to you, I came across this movie back in 2015, I think, 15 or 16, about 9 or 10 years ago. And it is starring Justin Timberlake. And I forget this lady's name. And the movie is called
Amanda Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried. Yes, I love that. Yeah. So the movie is called In Time.
Oh, I love this movie.
In Time is a movie that was released back in 2011. And it lasts for about an hour and 49 to 50 minutes. It's a science fiction action movie, right? And what the movie is about is that you imagine a world where time is literally currency. That's crazy for me, you know, the conception of it. It says everyone is genetically engineered to stop aging at the age of 25, but then they only have one more year to live, displayed as a glowing green clock on their forearm. To survive, you must earn, steal, or inherit more time. If your clock runs out, you die instantly. The society is stratified. The rich, timekeepers, live for centuries in luxury, hoarding time, while the poor in the ghettos live minute to minute, constantly racing against time-ticking clocks, often dying in the streets. Time is the absolute, or is the ultimate currency and the ultimate divider.
And that exactly is now obviously how that movie aligns to what we've been speaking about today. And I mean, imbalance, but obviously trying to find balance. But here we're looking at time. And I remember watching this movie and thinking, wow. I loved this movie when I watched it. I was like, I truly, truly enjoyed this one. Definitely a must watch if you haven't seen it, or something you can watch again if you just want to, you know, have that nostalgic moment, or you know, go back in time.
Very cool stuff, man. It's crazy how that guy gives him his entire time, and it's like over a century, like 100 years. And he's left with like 5 minutes, and he goes and he commits suicide, that guy. And there's that scene where that waitress is like, you're not from around here. No? It's like the way you're eating and you're rushing, and you know, you can see, and it plays into the lives that we're living right now. It's still relevant to this day, that you can see the differences between you know, those who are prone to living in the ghetto or the favelas or the hood.
That's true, man. You know, you know, every day, and that's why they have this dystopian perspective of life, where it's always like it's, you know, because they get to actually experience the worst of society, you know, because when you're living in the ghettos or in the townships, or you know, in the less urban areas, it's always the crime, it's always you know, lack of this or lack of that. It's always, you know, just a dark and gloomy perception that you get of life, and whereas, you know, when I mean, I've lived in both realities, and I've seen the difference, and I've experienced the difference, and ultimately I aim to find the balance.
Absolutely, it is. I'll tell you, I always tell people that I don't know, I always have ties to Soweto, and I don't think I mean, now maybe I'm speaking from a place of you know, lack of experience, or maybe sentiment as well, but also maybe biasness, you know. But there's something about Kasi. I've also experienced both sides of life, where I've been privileged enough to have been exposed to the north, I guess, or to an affluent lifestyle, right? And I know what it's like to live in a township or in the hood, you know. But
That rich dad, poor dad. thing.
yeah, but for me, it's like, hey man, there's something about Kasi. There's authenticity. There's, you know, realness. There's not that it's not there when you're living an affluent lifestyle, but it comes with a sense of pompousness and a sense of petrol in a sense, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, each to their own.
True,
So
man.
I'm hoping that, you know, this weekend this movie can be a cool one for you to maybe, if you've watched it before, revisit, like TC mentioned. But of course, maybe you've never heard of this movie. It's a cool movie. I recommend it ultimately through and through. You'll enjoy it. The concept of it, of using time as actual currency, is crazy. It's crazy. And then the second one and the last one that I have for you today is Jumper.
Enjoyed it as well.
You've seen these movies?
Yep, I
Okay,
have.
I love that. I love that.
Justin,
So
I've seen
Jumper is also a very,
No, sorry,
very cool movie that is starring Hayden Christensen and Rachel Bilson, Jamie Bell, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep.
Anna Sophia
Oh, and
Robb,
he's like the one that hunts the guy down. Yeah.
Diane Lane, and Christian Stewart at the end there we see is like a half sister to the guy who is a jumper. So Hayden Christensen's character, who is named David Rice in this movie, discovers he has the ability to teleport, to jump. Anyway he can visualize. He uses his power initially to escape a troubled home life and live a life of hedonism and luxury, robbing banks to fund his global adventures, right? However, he soon finds himself pursued by a secret society of paladins, which is led by Samuel L. Jackson's
Jackson.
character, right? Who believe jumpers are an abomination, forcing him to confront the consequences of his choices and learn about the larger implications of his abilities. So how this movie ties into the theme is that the nature of true freedom versus hedonism. David initially equates freedom with unrestrained ability, to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. However, his journey ultimately shows that this kind of superficial freedom doesn't bring lasting peace or fulfillment. Spiritual alignment often involves understanding. So it's a very cool movie. Also a science fiction action movie or film that was released back in 2008 and lasts about an hour and 30 minutes. A very cool watch, man. Same. And how he meets that other guy who's a jumper himself.
jumper, yeah.
And in reverse is hunting the paladins himself. And it was quite crazy to see Samuel L. Jackson in a reverse role of being like, I guess, the antagonist of like a villain-like character.
He was very like, because in that movie he was a
Villainous
yeah,
in
he
a
was
sense.
villainous because
Yeah,
I mean, he was hunting them down, electrocuting them, and every time he would, it would be like in a sadistic way.
Yeah,
I want you to suffer. I want
Yeah.
you, like you are an abomination.
There's only
type of
one God,
discrimination.
and
There's
you
only
can't
one
have
God,
this power
and
of
you can't
being
have-
everywhere
we're
at the same
everywhere
time.
at the same time.
Crazy. So TC and I really hope that you will enjoy these movies. Great recommendations. I promise you, you won't regret going to check these movies out over the weekend. Child friendly as well. You know, these are movies that you can watch with the entire family, from grandmother and grandfather to you as an adult, as a parent, to the kids. You know, a 5-year-old can watch this movie. I mean, maybe they might not necessarily be able to
Understand,
follow and
yeah.
understand the concepts,
the
but it's a
action
cool.
is going to-
yeah,
yeah,
it's
because
good.
kids
It's
love
thrilling.
action.
Yeah, man. There's that scene in Jumper where that guy is telling him that I once knew a jumper who tried to jump an entire building.
Oh yes.
It's like, yeah, there's one in a million. And David is telling Samuel L. Jackson's character that I'm that one in a million. And he literally jumps an entire
Jumps a
apartment
building.
block.
Yeah.
It's
His
crazy.
apartment block, like,
It's
zoop.
crazy. And into the ocean even. It's too crazy. So this is what we do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blanco Network, bringing you great content that is hopefully going to be of use to you as you and I, and of course the rest of the team, part ways this morning. So with that being said, any last thoughts, TC?
Amen. Having, this being a spiritual alignment Thursday and a
Yeah.
throwback Thursday at that, Musi, there's a lot that we take for granted in life.
Yeah.
But one thing that I have realized unites us all is that, you know what, we all feel pain, we all have emotion, and we are all human. But by trying to live together as a community and trying to understand one another and coming together, we can accomplish dreams and goals and solving the many issues that we face as a Black nation. If we can go back to living with the philosophies of Ubuntu, I know for a fact that we can, as the Black African nation, as the Black African, as the Black family unit, we can unite again and become one, so we can be healthier, happier, and more united, Musa.
In closing, I'm seeing Mkulu Daniel Karabo coming through saying at Musim on the movie Straw.
Ooh, oh yes, with Taraji.
Taraji
I tried
P.
to watch it the other day. I fell asleep. I was tired. I've been tired. So don't take mine
Let's
for
do
it. But
this.
but the reviews I'm hearing
I mean,
are
on
amazing.
social media,
Yeah.
on the net and stuff like that, people are going crazy over it. Let's do homework and take it upon ourselves.
True.
So that next week maybe we can come back and give our own takes and our opinions, right? But I will tell you, Karabo, what happens with me, TC, is that I never necessarily watch the in thing.
Oh yes, because right now, I mean, everybody was
It's
like,
hype.
"Wow!"
Everyone is
On Men's Health Month
Okay.
and Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, like, wow, guys, you're gonna release a movie about a woman and her like motherly struggles, and it being like the number one movie right now for people to watch. And the person was like, it really just takes away from what the month is about.
Is about.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched the movie. I've seen like a trailer for like 30 seconds or like a minute, right? But Garaba, I'll tell you, I haven't watched it. So TC and I will take it upon ourselves
Okay.
so that this week or this weekend we'll go and try and watch it. I said today, as we were talking, I'm gonna go and watch Thunderbolts. That's also something I know is like a recent movie that came out sometime this year. But yeah, I'll go and try and watch, and then I'll come back and see what it's about and stuff. I saw a comment on Facebook saying, so they put what's that movie Elia Khakeshi did, where the guy gives her 10 million rands,
Yo, I do.
$1 million, man. We spoke about it earlier this year, man.
I
Taraji
forgot
P.
it.
But that movie, yeah, and then where she kills the husband and the wife, the after.
Oh, Acrimony.
Acrimony.
Ah.
Yeah. So the person
Sorry,
put
I forgot
Acrimony
it.
as a picture on top, and then Straw, and the comment is like, or the caption is, she should have stayed. That's very funny.
Wow,
She
yeah.
should have stayed. So
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but I'll go watch, do my homework, and then I'll come back with my review and what I think of the movie. But with that being said, Ngwanokokga, let you and I and the rest of the team see each other bright and early tomorrow morning, same time, same place, where we try to give you great content, of course, that is aimed at being all-encompassing, compelling, and of course, thought-provoking. With that being said, stay safe, stay warm, stay hydrated, and stay cautious on those roads. God willing, you and I and the rest of the team will see each other bright and early, only and exclusively right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. I'll see you later.
Bye.